Yo, what is going on, people? Welcome to Throwdown, episode 352. I'm your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I'm joined by Emilio Lopez.
What's up, people? How's it going?
Returning to us once again, Mr. Chris Seeley.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Carlos Romero.
Yo, glad to be back.
You too, man. And you know who else is back? Adam Vale.
I'm alive. I told you that cootie shit wasn't gonna kill me. Not this year.
You know?
Not this year.
Oh, man. We got
Won't
Brian
stop, can't
Manjoma
stop.
in the house, as always, our British correspondent.
We even got some Manny stories.
Yeah, man, it's every full of stories. And for this very special occasion, because we'll be talking a lot about PlayStations, we got the one, the only one, Mr. Riku Sun One.
What's up, people? How you doing?
All right, Riku, what is happening, man?
Nice.
Will we call you Mr. PlayStation?
Nah, don't do that.
Or I was about to say something, but I shouldn't do it. Not that not that it's offensive. I just don't want to start trouble with a certain country within PlayStation, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you know?
Trinidad boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
right?
Oh, boy. Those dudes, man.
Yeah. Oh, Trinidad, you're crazy, bro. Yeah. I could talk about that. I could talk about that. It's like, yo, I cut Damien off, bro. I'm tired of that. Always antagonizing us.
He's talking about something else.
Yeah, no. Well, he talked about Trinidad. I'm talking about the Virgin Islands. So, yeah, because I should say this though, because it's like he was always purposely antagonizing the fans, and we would spend so much time. We're doing it right, literally this second, talking about this dude. So no more of that. We're done. You know, no more of this.
He was just trolling. He was just trolling us for the longest.
I had enough of that BS. You know. Anyway, we have a almost full crew. Brett is doing Brett things, you know. You never know with this guy, man. That's why
Did a Marvel movie come out? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. You know, they got
he's fighting those Throwdown crickets.
Yeah, right. You know,
he did said that he did see Shang-Chi, so you know.
Yeah,
but that's the only Marvel movie for now, unless he wants to go see Black Widow again, because Black Widow's coming up. Speaking of,
wait, they're going back into theaters.
Oh no! Speaking of Black Widow, so like all of a sudden, just you know how you get Twitter ads every so often, and all of a sudden I see this Twitter ad for Black Widow, and it's got Scarlett Johansson. I'm like, hold up, did they give ScarJo her money?
Or did they? Because I thought that
apparently they did. Apparently I looked it up, and apparently they went. They did. out of court settlement.
You already know.
So that's why she's like, that's why she's like, hey everybody. Go buy Black Widow on Blu-ray and DVD.
Oh, that's what it is.
See, I thought that thing was like pre-recorded months ago. You know?
No, apparently
they're on good terms again, basically.
Yeah,
she's on good terms with the Marvel. Marvel said, "Yo, here's some money."
That's why they're on
Marvel
good
or
terms.
Disney.
Or it's Disney. Let's
give her some money until we kill her off with a clone in the next movie, and then
she's already dead anyway. You know,
we get the other chick on the cheap.
It wasn't only Scarlett Johansson that was in the ad. It was also replacement Black Widow too.
Yeah. She's already out. She's done.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get right into it. First topic of the night, featured topic. I guess we'll discuss what the images that people have already seen later. Got to talk about this firmware update, man. Now, does this one have a number, Riku? Because the other ones used to have numbers before.
This is 2.0.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, just 2.0. Oh, shit.
Just 2. Yeah.
Remember that show, Josh 2.0? That was trash.
I mean, technically, if you want to go with the official number of the update, they call it firmware 2.1.02-04.
And this one doesn't have like another name like Katana or something crazy like that.
No, that was the PS4 era. They don't do that anymore.
Remember when they used to do that shit?
They actually
Yukimura, Nobunaga, Kenshin.
They named them? I don't remember.
Yeah, they used to name them all the time.
Yeah, back in the PS3 era, they used to name their firmware updates after Samurai.
The 3 era. I thought you were talking about 4.
No, but I remember that. All that fucking Sengoku shit. You know.
Yeah, the Yukimura update. That's where it's at. That's when we got a control configuration.
Oh shit! You know. All right, so yeah, let's talk about the update. So this one, I call it semi-significant because like when you read about it, it's like, oh, that sounds big, and then you actually try it, like, it's kind of
everything just kind of like meshes in the background.
So Riku, what are your thoughts, bro? Yeah, this is why I had to ask you. I'm like, Riku, we new firmware update, we got to get you on, bro. So what are your thoughts on it?
Like you said, everything on paper sounds great. When you start actually playing the game, maybe because I'm so engrossed into Tales of Arise that I haven't noticed, the changes that are apparent now. I wouldn't say there's anything that's like fucking feature changing. Like you know what we were talking about earlier this week in the DMs, how I was talking about they need to add shortcuts and whatnot.
Yeah.
I was messing around with one of the main features that I personally think is the one that you will probably, if you mess around with it, will be the one that should be changing your experience the most. And that is the fact that when you press the PS button, you open up what they call the control center, which I'm still calling it the quick menu from PS4. But you press the PS button, that the little menu at the bottom above your activity cards. If you hit the options button, they allow you to move the icons. So anyone that was I know, right? So anyone that was basically complaining about the fact that they felt maybe the profile icon, where that's how you get to your trophies, or the more important one, the power button, is all the way to the right. You can move that to in whatever your opinion is a better position to get to. So I guess that saves you a couple button presses. I'm still messing around with where I think would be comfortable positions for all of the stuff. They also allow you to take some of those icons and just hide them all together, so you don't have like a shit ton of icons down there to scroll through in the first place. So I was looking at a few icons that I felt that I don't really use that much, and I just threw them down into the hidden section. So like music, broadcast, accessibility, network, PlayStation VR, and then like the mic icon. I threw all of those icons to like the hidden section. So my quick menu at the bottom looks less cluttered, and it's filled with the icons that I mostly use. Doesn't seem like you can really hide all of the icons though. It seems like a few of them, like the notifications icon, the obviously the power icon, the profile icon, and the home icon, which I'll talk about that one in a second. Those icons you can't hide, which some of them I understand, like the power icon. Why would you want to hide the power icon? How the fuck are you going to turn your shit off unless you're going to, get up and press the button, So I understand that not having the ability to hide. But the home icon, I don't understand. I don't even understand the existence of that icon right there.
Yeah, I don't get it. Why? What's the point of this?
Yeah, because obviously if you hit the home icon, it takes you to the main, your main interface, right? But it's like, why give the home icon? Why give that an icon when, if you want to get to the home icon, if you want to get to the home interface, the main home interface, all you got to do is hold the PS button. So that having that icon, in my opinion, is redundant. Like you can hold the PS button at any point where you are in your interface, whether you're playing the game or quick menu. You can hold it and you're at the interface. So I feel like that home icon being there, first of all, is redundant, and the fact that you can't even hide it to get rid of it, because like I said, it's fucking redundant, is redundant in itself. It's like a double redundancy or whatever.
It's a lot of redundancy.
The trophy list look.
I know, right?
We'll get to trophies. So Riku, because I didn't realize that, I'm looking at the icons now, so it's like, I would get rid of music, the speaker, and the microphone. Like, gone, get rid of them. The others, I understand. Like, you obviously need the game there. You need your notifications. But you're right. Like, why is the home screen? Why is that icon there?
You put your trophy thing.
Why does the icon even exist?
Yeah.
Can you put the trophy? Can you put the trophy?
They're in your profile.
Yeah, the little profile. They have a profile icon. You hit the profile icon, and within there, they have a few options. You can change your online status. You can check your actual profile, and then below that one is trophies. So that's how you would get to trophies. You would hit the profile icon, and then you would go down to trophies. I do agree with you though. I would prefer the trophies to have its own icon.
Me too.
Because that is more button presses to get to trophies. So there is that. But Yeah, they're obviously still working on it. So maybe in the future, first of all, they get rid of that home icon and they allow more icons to be hidden because a few of them I feel they aren't as useful as Sony thinks they are. But
yeah, I agree. You know, Riku, since you started that, we may as well just go down the line. I'm just reading this off of the PlayStation blog.
Go ahead.
What about the rest of you guys? Has anybody else in here played with the new UI and all that?
What's a PlayStation 5?
Yeah, you don't even have one. Adam, have you tried it, Chris? Carlos?
To turn it on. It's been a while.
I'm still trying to figure out what UX stands for. What does the UX stand for?
It's just
user experience.
Oh,
okay.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, Carlos, what do you think, man? Let's just talk about the control center customization first.
First, shout out to Piggy Dan for the bits.
By the way, Twitch paid us, man. So you know what that means? Time for another game giveaway. So we'll be talking about that soon.
Well, it's the most wonderful time.
You know.
Whoa, Game Again is happening.
Yeah, Game Again. What didn't we say we were gonna do? Like was it next gen November? Even though it's not next gen anymore. You know,
Game Again. That's the alternate.
Yeah, we'll be giving stuff away. As a matter of fact, because the payment that we got is enough for 2 games, so yeah, we'll be giving away 2 games because that's what we do. Because the thing is, that we don't get paid enough to like make a living or like upkeep, so we'll just give it back to you guys. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Anyway, Carlos, continue.
Yeah. So as far as that control center, I did rearrange a lot of those icons. I moved the power one all the way to the left.
Oh yeah, that's what I need to do.
I moved the profile next to it. I moved which it was a profile, it was a power, and there was another one that I moved to the left. And then there's like some stupid ones, like I think you guys mentioned like the music ones. Yeah. There's like, why do I need this? Can I just get rid of this? Everything, all of that was moved to the right. Obviously, it's no quick menu. It really isn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'll for what it is, I'll accept it.
You say there's no quick menu when it's basically just the quick menu, but horizontally at the bottom of your screen.
No, but he wants the old school one where you hold the button and then it just pops up. You know, you can turn the console off. You know.
I want the quick menu where when you highlight something, it shows something on the right. Like if you highlight your profile, it'll show your trophies on the right. If you press down,
I understand that.
It'll highlight your friends list and who's online and what they're playing. That's a quick menu. The other is not a menu; it's a selection screen.
I mean, no, it's technically a menu. I mean, here's the thing: you said you hit the friends and it pulls up to the right. If you hit the game base, it pulls up to the up. You know, it pulls up vertically, so you still see your friends list the same way. I do agree with you in regards to the trophy allowing, like I said, like we talked about earlier in regards to the trophy icon having its own icon and not hidden within the profile icon. If they had a trophy icon and you just hit the trophy icon, it should pull up the same way your friends list pulls up within the game base. So I agree with you there. So like I said, they still have some work to do in regards to that. Yeah. But I still think this is basically just a quick menu, but horizontally at the bottom. There are things that they can do to make it more like how it was previously, though. I agree with you there.
I think it's more of a gimped menu. I mean, you know, when you go to a restaurant, you not only do you see the name of the dish, you see what it's made off of, the price. You get everything. Sometimes you get pictures. So as long as it's more, you know, comprehensive that way, I think that'll be a progression for that. Obviously, I don't like the fact that it's at the bottom. I prefer it horizontal, vertically, like you mentioned. But yeah, you know, it's an addition. But you know, just like anything with PlayStation, they always start at the bottom, and they keep progressing every year with some new updates, and then at the end of the generation, we essentially get what we wanted.
And then we get a new console, and everything gets restarted again.
Yeah, exactly.
It happens all the time.
I really do think this is some sort of like I really do feel someone over at Sony is just like, if we give them everything from jump, we won't have anything to give them to look forward to in regards to updating it. I have a feeling, I know it's stupid, but it feels like that's really how they function over there, because there really isn't a logical reason to take away shit that fucking worked.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you're right.
It feels like it does feel like when these consoles come out and their bare bones features that it has, they want you to focus on the new shit that whatever that console has going on. And then when you slowly but surely get accustomed to that and a bit bored, that's when they start to bring the old shit back, like new things. And now you're like, ooh, I'm excited for this console that I was slowly getting bored of again. You know, you see how everyone on fucking Twitter a day or two ago when this update came out, woohoo, yeah, PlayStation, we love you. Nigga, they just giving you shit they took away from you. What you getting hyped for? This ain't nothing new. But they were stir as fuck treating it like it was new. You know, so I just think they're just doing it to like get people hype over shit.
It's a silly way. It's a silly way to get people hyped because it ain't
exactly.
Anything. It's just the fucking UI.
Back old shit.
Number one, just we didn't need to reinvent the wheel. All you needed to do is just continue to look to improve on the wheel.
Here's the thing, though. If you say that in regards to they didn't need to reinvent the wheel, but let's be honest. If they did come, even though it's fine, like you said, there was nothing wrong with the quick menu and whatnot. If they came out with the interface looking exactly like the PlayStation 4, you know, a shit ton of people would have been like, "This looks just like the PS4." You know what I remember though? I remember when the PlayStation 3's cross media bar was
the PSP
the interface for the PlayStation 3. That's exactly what the people said that had PSPs. Like, what the fuck? This is just the PSP's user face. They just copied and pasted over. Well, technically, they didn't copy and paste it over because the cross media bar existed before the PSP.
Well,
but that's what they thought.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing about it is that the cross media bar was on everything. That was, in fact,
that
was a mandate with all of Sony's devices.
I understand that. All I'm saying is that's what people said. No, I understand it. Like I said, that's all I'm saying. You heard people say that we're introduced with the cross media bar via the PlayStation Portable. You know,
shit. I wish they put
and
that.
They were
tired of those bubbles.
What happened, Adam?
Yeah, I like the bubbles.
The bubbles. I wish they had updated or.
You're talking about the Vita's interface.
I don't know if that's gonna work on PlayStation 5. You know, you got to tap your screen and shit. You know.
No, he's talking about the bubbles, like changing the bubbles to the cross media bar.
They never changed it. They just left it as bubbles. Like we've had that media bar, that streamlined bar for all the other consoles, but when it came to the Vita, they just left it alone. It was just bubbles. It stayed that way.
Like the bubbles.
No. Yeah. All right. So there's that. Actually, Chris, did you get to try out the mess around with the custom game center, or whatever the fuck that shit's called?
Control center.
Control center. Yeah.
All I know is I was pissed after I did the update. It kept bringing up the goddamn tutorial every time I go to the quick menu. Yeah. It's like, welcome to Control Center. Every single, if you ignore it, it just comes up again and again until you use it.
Oh wow!
You
might as well just go through it.
Yeah,
they want to talk about user experience. That right there is poor. It's like, I got it. I know you changed the shit. All right, I need to move on now. I need to.
Can I just play my game?
I don't know, man. Here's the thing. You say that
amazing. The bullshit that you're giving us back is.
Here's all I'm gonna say about that, Chris. You say that, but then if there are people that skip that and then they don't know where stuff is, then they'll be like, they never explained that when they did and you skipped over it. So I feel as a damned if they did, damned if they don't type of situation when it came to that in particular.
But once you opt out of it, it shouldn't just pop it up again.
Yeah, I skipped it. Yeah, it should.
But like I said, what I'm saying is that people that skip it, there is a possibility that they wouldn't know whatever feature they were trying to tell you, and then they figure out like months later and forget that tutorial existed and say that it was never shown to them.
But then that's standard UX across everything. Like if you like download an app, install like a program, and it's like something pops up and then you just hit dismiss or ignore, doesn't pop up again because that's how it's meant to be. Like again, this is common UX practice, so that's why Chris is bringing it up.
Alrighty, man, if you say so.
Dude, find an app that does that. Or
I'm not saying that it doesn't do that. I'm saying that I know what people do when they skip tutorials.
Well,
but at the same time, it shouldn't continue to remind you that that it has new features. The minute that you say, "Okay, I got it," you press the button.
There's usually a little checkbox.
No, I'm never.
Don't display.
I'm not saying that. I'm not. All right, man, you got it.
All right, man.
Yo, man, he getting some type of way. Don't turn around.
At best, they can have like an option saying, "Remind me in like 2 months" or "Remind me in like a year" or something. Yeah.
Or the opt-out checkbox. Just don't show this again.
Yeah, I didn't realize they did that because, I guess, I went into reviewer mode. I had to read all this shit. I didn't realize that's fucking annoying. Like, what if you just want to skip it, So I agree with you guys. That's bullshit, nuts. But I also see where Rick was coming from because, motherfuckers are going to complain, So, yeah, I think, like, remind me later would have been a good middle ground,
I have another complaint I kind of wish that in the quick menu, if they would add a settings button thing. I think that's just because I always go to my settings, to check different stuff. The speeds. I'm deleting games every second now because updates for some reason are always clogging up my fucking my hard drive, internal hard drive. Dang. So I need to go to my settings.
It's weird that I understand that. I think it is weird that when let's say you're at your main interface, holding the PS button, that main interface, at the top right, it has, 3 options: the search, the settings, and then your profile again. So it's like you have the profile icon in 2 different spots, right? You have it here, and you also have it on the control center, right? You have it in 2 spots. So I agree with you. They definitely should have that little gear icon inside your inside your control center as well. Because if they're gonna have the icon in there as well, they might as well.
We gotta get icon on this show, man. True gamer. It
is. I don't know if anyone noticed, but hitting the triangle button does take you straight to that little top area, though. So that's something, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna move on to the next part here. Enhanced game base. A bit of contention with the game base. Now a lot of people like that thing. So I was messing around with it. I actually think it's better. It's still not great. I still don't like the game base. I'm not a fan, but I like the fact that you can just tap on it once and you can just leave a message without like going through all these fucking sub menus just to leave a message. It's real quick, real snappy. And it still shows you like who's in the room and all that other stuff. So I still don't like the game base, but I do think it's better now for sure because you have just quicker access to everything.
For us laymen who don't have a PlayStation 5, what's a game base?
The game base is the hub where you go into your group chats, where you share play with other people, all that shit.
On the PlayStation 4 interface, Manny, the party icon?
Yes.
And just imagine them taking the friends icon and the party icon and making them one. Yeah, making them one icon. And that icon is called the game base. So when you hit that icon, a pop-up comes up, right? And there's 2 sections: the parties and the friends. And you have to hit R1 to like switch the tabs between the 2 of them, which is, like I said, it's basically the parties and the friends icon. They took both of those and combined them into one. That's what the game
is. Makes sense.
Yeah. Stuff. So yeah, Rico, what do you think of the enhanced game base?
I agree with you in regards to the messages. It is easier to, how previously the way it was set up is if you tried to do a message, it would take you to a whole different screen where you see the giant message list and whatnot. But now it has it within a pop-up. That's good. I know there were certain little quick menus quick messages that you could have made in the previous one. It looks like they may have removed that.
Yeah, you're right about that. I was thinking about it too, like the kind of pre-cooked messages. That's what I call them. It's like, hey, thank you. Shit like that, right? Bullshit little things. Yeah, those are gone. Which is good. Who the fuck uses that anyway?
I think the reason for me.
I sometimes use those on the email.
Oh, right. I don't say because I'm afraid they're gonna know. It's like, I don't want it to look like I'm being cheap here.
No, I add a little bit something texture, but yeah.
Brett Murdoch is in the house, people.
Oh shit! You saw me slip in, huh?
Yeah, I heard you slip in too.
I could just. You got the little icon, man.
Yeah.
A little notification. Sorry, notification.
Yeah.
But
damn, feel like I slipping from the cup. What's up, Riku?
What's up, man? How's it going, my nigga? So, in regards to the little preset messages that you were talking about, Tony, I think they would have been useful if one, when how the party is set up, the party settings is set up now, where everybody has their specific parties that you're in. It's like Discord and whatnot. previously on PlayStation 4, before the update, you could send people chat invites and they would see the the little notification and go in there. But now if you're in a party, the party group, they get a notification that you joined it, but sometimes if you're trying to, like, let's say get Brett into a party, even though that notification tells everyone in that thing that you joined it, you may want Brett to get in there. The only thing that you have, the only thing that you can do after that is to manually go out of your way to tell Brett to get into the party, right? Because in the previous one, you would just send him another chat invite, and he'll see the notification that was, directed to him, and he would come inside there. But now you have to, like, manually tell him, hey, bro, I'm in a party, get into the party, I'm trying to tell you something, or whatever. Those little preset messages, that would have been useful if one of the messages said join into my party or something, right?
Yeah.
Or if they had some sort of feature where they let you customize a little small sentence to what you want to say. But instead, it looks like they just removed it altogether, So it's like, I feel that's wasted potential. I felt it had potential. It just wasn't used correctly. And like, Sony, you wasted potential, they just throw it away. So it is what it is.
Yeah, but I made my stance on it. I thought it was useless. So
it's useless in the way it was. Within the state
it
was in, it was useless, and I guess they thought the same thing and just threw it away.
Yeah. By the way, Brett, right now we're talking about the updated PlayStation firmware update. I don't know if you had a chance to play around with it.
Not a little bit.
All right,
not much.
In regards to game base, it looks like they changed the. They said in regards to like checking your whole friends list. If you went directly into the game base page, which I usually don't even fucking go to. They said they changed it in regards to setting it up where you can see your online friends and then you see your busy friends and then you see your offline friends. I'm like, that's cute, but it seems like everybody's just going to look at their friends list through the game-based pop-up instead of going to a whole page that has all of them laid out like that. So I think that whole page is honestly just useless. If they wanted to get rid of anything, I think they need to get rid of that page and just try to find the best way to implement it into the little window version of it.
Yeah, that'll be the next firmware update.
Yeah.
All right. What else here? Anybody else? Enhanced game base? Any thoughts?
Enhance.
All right. What else is next here? Game library. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I think that's the best. Well, no, that's the second best part of the update.
Yeah.
I just feel like the friends list, the way they pop up now, and they're really snappy. It's like no delay or anything. It doesn't take up the whole screen. I think that's one of the better updates that they made for this.
I like it. That's a good one. All right. Next up here, we got game library and home screen updates. So this one's cool. So before, you could actually you can still do it now. You could download the PS4 and PS5 version of a game, and sometimes you'd be like, which version am I playing? I know they did like a mini update where you could click on what is it? I call it the pause, but I don't know what the fuck the button's called. And
options button or something.
Options button, and it'll like show you, like it'll tell you like switch between this version and that version. So now it'll actually be two separate icons, right? The game icon, and it'll clearly tell you.
That's the word of the night, huh?
Icon.
What is this? Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah, right.
What's the secret word?
So now it clearly says PS4 and PS5. This also extends to your trophies, which I appreciate, and even the Vita gets icons too. All of them. So yeah, I appreciate that. Now you could tell I glance because you'd be like, "What the fuck is that PS4 version doing in my shit? Get rid of that."
Wait, Vita gets an icon?
Yeah, like because in the trophies, it says PS4, PS5. But if you keep scrolling down enough, you'll see your Vitas, and it has a little Vita icon or whatever.
Wait,
I don't know.
Okay. You see PS3?
I believe so.
You'll see PS3 as well.
So Adam, this would have been a nice feature to have day one. Remember, you didn't know what version you were playing. This
that was clearly tells you. Yeah, that was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, so now
I do think it's interesting.
You.
Yeah, because before they actually used to have a little avatar icon for, at least when you were looking at your game, the little icon beside it used to show an actual PlayStation 5 console icon beside it.
Yeah.
And then when you went to the PS4, it actually showed a little PS4 icon.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
And I guess people were like, we don't know what the fuck does that little icon mean, bro? That's literally your PS5. Oh, okay. So they literally had to type out the words play PS5. Like, okay, I understand it now. So it's more clear for those people that didn't understand.
Because it's interesting. By the way, just real quick, it's interesting how they did it. So now basically, it says PS5, in black letters with a white background, and PlayStation 4 is black background with white letters. So it seems like
all the consoles that aren't PS5 have the black background with the white text.
Yeah, why gotta be black? Why gotta be black?
I know, right? They're trying to say that the new console get the white, and the old consoles get the black.
Gotta be black.
So I wonder if they also added the update to the PlayStation 4, and the Vita, because if you look at any of the, like, let's say if I looked at Tony's trophies, I can only see the trophies that he's ever earned on the PlayStation 4. I cannot see any of his 5 trophies.
Yeah, you can't see 5. You can see everything PS4 and prior. You can't see PS5.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if the PlayStation 4 got an update where they can see that, one of their last updates, but definitely not Vita. They don't give a flying fuck about it.
Yeah. So I like this update. You can easily tell between versions. Very good stuff.
Love for the Vita boys, yo.
Yeah. Rick, I need your help with this one. Okay, the fuck is the screen reader option? Just off this little treatment, I'm guessing the PlayStation reads shit to you. It's like a accessibility option.
If you remember. Yeah, if you remember when you turned your console on.
Oh yeah, that bullshit. Yeah.
You disable it. Yeah. Obviously for specific types of people, but they just made it more. They just made it easier for those people to use that feature. I think they said if you
will pause it now.
Yeah, and then they said there's a specific combination you can press. I think it was hold the PS button and press triangle or something like that.
It says press PS and triangle button, right? And then the other, that's to pause it, and then to repeat is PS and R.
Okay. So here's the thing, Tony. You remember what I was talking about? Shortcut combinations to do things.
There you
go. They're
go.
slowly but surely implementing them.
Man.
Slowly but surely. Hopefully they keep on going down that path, and we, get to a ideal area in regards to that.
Yeah, no, for sure. So that's cool. Next thing we have here is new gaming and social experience customization. So PlayStation Now resolution, you can actually bump it up to 1080p now, because before you could only stream the games at 720. Obviously, there's still some games that are only going to be 720 no matter what. Depends on the game. But that's good to know. You could actually bump up the
that's good to know for PS4 and PS5 games that are being streamed.
Yes.
I think majority of PS3 games, like you said, they're in 720p. There's nothing you can do about it, but some of them are in 1080p. And then obviously, some people are like, why even have the 720p option for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games? Because people still don't have good enough internet connection to stream in 1080p, and they would much rather have a smooth experience and use it in 720. So they have both options for you there. And they said they enhanced the connection testing feature that they had to make sure that you are able to play those games at a reasonable rate. So that's good. I was going to try PS Now again in the future because I want to go back and play God of War Ascension on there. So I know. So it's the only God of War game I haven't played in Platinum, so I was like, I want to do that before Ragnarok came out, so I want to go back and do that.
All right, fair enough. All right, next thing we have here, again, Riku, need your help. New accolade lead. What the fuck? I don't even know what I'm looking at here. What is this?
Why are you making up words, Tony?
I think this is one of the features
what you call me? Accolade? Okay. Fuck you, man.
Accolades.
That sounds like a rapper. Yo, man,
accolade.
Accolade. That definitely does sound like Icon's cousin or some shit. Point is, so when the PlayStation 5 first came out, they had a feature, called the accolades, where it was supposed to be something, another like little bragging rights thing. Like, we have our trophies, our trophy levels, our
what's your accolade level, bruh?
You were supposed to, how it was supposed to set up was someone was supposed to go to your profile, right, and then look at your accolades, and it was supposed to break down in 3 different categories, what type of player you are in regards to the multiplayer games that you play. So there were supposed to be, because obviously there is little to no games that support this as of yet. I think it's like a few of them out there, but you let's say, for example, let's use Mortal Kombat for example, because I know Mortal Kombat actually has an in-game version of this kind of where you and the person in Mortal Kombat are fighting, and then let's say you beat them, right? And they can give you like these little sportsmanship points, for a good game, and then that adds to your little profile or whatever. They have that in, I think, the latest Mortal Kombat or the Mortal Kombat prior to that had some sort of feature like that. And I think Overwatch has that too, where after a match, everybody can thumbs up whoever they thought was the useful or competent player throughout the match, right? So certain games have their version of it. So PlayStation tried to take that and put it within your PlayStation profile. So games were supposed to use PlayStation's version of it, implement it into their multiplayer game, and give these accolades to the player depending on how they had. And they had 3 features and they added a 4th one. So the features they had here was welcoming, and welcoming says accepting of others, open and friendly. They had good sport, positive, honorable, respectful, and then helpful, generous, effective, communicator, and team orientated. And then the 4th one they added is called leader, leads the way, makes calls, crafts plans. So it sounds like all of these have to do with competitive games, not really co-op or that type of thing. So it seems like a Call of Duty would I wouldn't be surprised if Battlefield or Call of Duty probably use this, or the Battlefield and Call of Duty after this, because they probably didn't fucking mess around with this on their first go. But like I said, most games aren't fucking using this, so hopefully games in the future use this. But as of right now, you go to someone's profile, you're not going to see.
The community decides they want to use it.
Exactly.
I think it's both. Anybody who's asking for this shit, like, let me go see what type of person you are. You know what? I think you're a good leader.
And then the thing is, all of this shit is positive, right? We're the negative accolades, right? What if you was a shitty fucking partner? You talked all types of shit. You came in, you fucking have like your goddamn score was like -3 kills and fucking 46.
Rage
like, where's the accolade for this motherfucker's a piece of shit?
A little KKK hat next to it. It's like,
it's all this positive shit, man. Some of these motherfuckers online just ain't shit. Where's the accolade for them?
The problem is, it could be used to troll too. Like, to troll like the guy who does well. It's like, oh, fuck that guy. Let's downvote him or whatever.
I could
That's
see
the
that.
first thing when I saw that. It was something positive. The first thing I thought, probably because of my tweets on Twitter. The first time, I'm like, this could be used to troll, bruh.
If he was actually a really good player in your first place, a bunch of hating ass niggas gonna give you that negative accolade or some shit. So I can understand it not existing, but it's a double-edged sword, because there's some piece of shit hacker camping motherfuckers out there that probably deserve it, But the thing is, it's definitely all positive here. So you got it's one of those, if you ain't got something good to say, don't say nothing at all types of things.
You know what would be even better? Neutral accolades, where essentially you don't give anything. You just give them a neutral. It's not bad. It's just neutral. Nobody not got anything to say about that person.
I mean, here's the thing. Let's say if accolades were something that was heavily used, if you didn't see any accolades on anyone, then I would assume that is, the visual indication that nobody fucks with you, because you ain't got no accolades.
Or you're not an online gamer.
Or you're not an online gamer, because like we said, majority, if not all of these right here, show that this is definitely tailored towards competitive, not even co-op. So it's like
competitive.
They're trying to like flesh it out, which, like I said, this is up to the developer if they're going to use it, because it doesn't look like fucking first party Sony games are even fucking making multiplayer games anyway. Like, where the fuck is Factions, right? So it's not Sony's not going to fucking come out with a multiplayer game that's going to use it. So it's up to the third parties to use this and implement it and it to become a thing, or it's just going to be another dead feature sitting here. So that's accolades for you.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Next thing we have here, automatic capture of personal best videos.
So that is in regards to as far as I know, the only game using that right now is Astrobot. And you remember how we were playing Astrobots? We were doing all those little challenges and beating each other, and you get a little notification, you hop in all that shit.
Riku beat all my scores, man.
Yeah, and I have fucking Bovice and another tryhard.
Yeah, Bovice was taking all my shit the other day too. You know?
Yeah. So apparently that feature is supposed to instantly record your new best record and save it into your capture gallery. So it's like this is another feature where it's extremely situational, and the developer is going to have to firstly have some sort of challenge or mode in their game that that is similar to what Astrobot was doing, and then they have to go out of their way and implement this new feature that they're now adding that would instantly record whatever challenge that you were doing inside there, right? So it's like it's another feature where it's extremely situational,
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, because I'm like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
By the way, I'm a little disappointed with this PlayStation blog post. They only have one little sentence about trophies, and it's not even the most important shit. So I'll expand on it.
My 2 cents on that.
Yes, you can.
You just said.
Yes.
I think it's a cool idea. Again,
which one?
Some the one about the
capture.
It captures. Yeah. Captures like your new best score.
Yeah, like I said, I think on paper and the concept is good. I just hope that there are games in the future that'll fucking use it. Because I think that's the problem with all of these concepts that Sony has. They're good on paper and they sound good, but who the fuck is gonna use it? I think that's always been that's really been always Sony's problem. They come up with interesting ideas. Nobody uses it, and then it disappears.
It's about class participation, right?
Basically, yeah. Most
like sometimes they put these things in and nobody's like even interacting with them.
They need to do some focus groups. That's what they need to do. Like, who really wants these features?
Yo, man, you are in the focus group. You literally, they literally just test this shit out while they pick up a bunch of data off of what you're playing and what you're doing. So if this shit don't work out, they'll just rip that shit out. Like they ripped out the what was it the
quick replies,
the quick replies.
Yeah.
The quick replies. Or here's another example, and this has to more so do with hardware than it is software. The PlayStation Vita. Vita's life, baby. But you remember, the first Vita had OLED, and then what did they do? They took it out, obviously for cost purposes and reasons and whatnot. But the point is, they had a feature, and they took it out, and Nintendo's like, "Yeah, we got OLED, baby," and then you got fucking Bluetooth on the Vita, where firstly, the Bluetooth on the Vita was a good idea, right? Yeah. But it slowly but surely stopped being useful and functional. Like your headset would like randomly start to disconnect as the Vita's life continued, and it had updates. They didn't really update the Bluetooth feature in the Vita, but it was a good feature. Now Nintendo out here like, we got Bluetooth, baby, and some software update.
Rico over here foreshadowing what's going to happen later on in this show.
He's like Nostradamus, man.
Yeah. By the way,
I didn't know it was. I'm sorry.
Real quick though, this is not related to this, but I just find it hilarious. Fucking what is it? The new Apple something? I don't know if it's either iPhone or the iPad, whatever. They're like, oh, we're gonna have 120 hertz refresh rate, right? They're all top people going crazy. Samsung puts on his fucking tweet going, hey, we had that shit first, man. Just saying. The official Samsung account did that. I love it. I love it. All right, let's talk about trophies, man. My favorites. I want to talk about trophies, though, man. Go ahead, Brian.
Oh, I finish off my point.
Go ahead. I'm just so excited to talk about trophies, man. Anyway, go ahead.
The reason why I brought up the idea about the recording thing is, again, it's a cool idea, but it does suffer from one problem that they've not addressed yet, and that's to do with something that we'll talk about shortly.
All right, I'm in suspense right now. What are we going to talk about?
He set up the foreshadowing. Okay,
yeah, exactly. Right, we're talking about trophies.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says new trophy tracker. We've added a new trophy tracker that lets players quickly access up to 5 trophies per game through the control center. Here's the funny thing: I didn't even know about this shit. I'm excited about the other trophy shit.
Yeah. I've been messing around with that.
So Rico, tell me about this trophy tracker. I didn't even know about this one.
Okay, so. It's weird how they call it the trophy tracker, because it's like prior to this update, what the trophy tracker meant, which we know what we had, is the fact that, let's say a game has 20 treasure chests that you have to go out of your way and collect, and there's a trophy for collecting all of them, and there's a trophy that says collect 20 treasure chests, right? If previously what trophy tracker meant is you go into that trophy, you hit on the details, and within there it breaks down a percentage and how many treasure chests you have collected within that little trophy description pop-up. And that's good. That's stats for you to keep track of. The trophy tracker, right? Now they added this new feature and they're calling it trophy tracker, where I feel the name isn't really accurate to what it actually does, because like I said, the previous thing is what trophy tracking actually is. What this does, or what they've just added, is when you check your trophies now, you can go in there and hit the options button you hit on the trophy, right? And it shows you the description. And on the very top of that description of the trophy, it says start tracking. So when you hit start tracking, when you hit your PS button after that, you go to your control center or quick menu, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? What it does is that it takes that specific trophy that you started the tracking on, and it creates an activity card and puts that activity card of that trophy in that little activity card section within your control center. So if you remember, if you played a PlayStation 4 or even 5 game on your PS5 and you have the game running, you've probably seen your activity cards at the top. It'll probably have a screenshot. It'll have the official news, but then you'll see a few trophies You'll see a few trophies that are there within the game you're playing, and it'll just be random trophies that they decided to throw up there for you to see. And you're sitting there like, okay, thanks for showing me these random selection of like 3 to 4 trophies within an activity card. I always thought that was weird that it was random, but basically now they're allowing you to manually choose which specific trophies show up within that activity card list. But like I said, you're only going to see that if you have that specific game open. So if you don't have a game open and you check your quick menu, even though you probably set one of those trophy trackings up, you're not going to see it. You got to have the game running, right? So it kind of sets it up for like different games. You can have different games that have the pinned activity card for that trophy.
Adam, didn't Xbox used to do this? Not the way he's talking about, but another way.
They still do. It shows like a little percentage bar, and it'll fill up. So let's say if you had to score 50 goals with one player in FIFA, and then it would show you for that Chivo, and then you'll see it'll say like 10% complete, 20% complete. It'll just start moving all the way up.
Does the PlayStation 5 do this at all, or is it just saying?
No. What he's saying is, when the PS5 first came out, it already did do that.
Oh, okay, right? Okay.
Yeah, it already did do that. It's been doing that since day one. That's what, like I said previously before I started talking about what they added today. That's what trophy tracking was. But this new thing, honestly, it should be named something different, like pin your trophy.
Or pin tracking. Yeah, maybe something like that.
Create activity card for trophy. It should be called something that's not trophy tracking, because we already have the trophy tracking feature since day one, But the point is, that all this is doing is making it easier for people to, let's say there is a specific trophy that you are trying to keep track of, right? Like I was using the example, the treasure chest trophy, right? Let's say that you found 3 treasure chests, and you can't remember how many treasure chests you have left. Initially, what you have to do is go back into your trophy collections, scroll all the way down to that trophy, open it up, and then, see with whatever the stat said, I have 17 out of 20. Okay. And then you found 2 more, and let's say you forgot what it is. Then you have to go back into the trophies, go back down there, pull it up, So it's like they're making it easier for you to get to that specific trophy to see that specific stat that you're keeping track of. That's why they created this. That's why they created this feature, to allow you to take that specific trophy that you're keeping track of and put it on your quick menu for you to easily and quickly get to see that stat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's all this update did, is easier access to specific trophies that you're keeping track of, which is, I guess that's probably the reason why they kept the name as trophy tracking, because they're keeping track of a trophy instead of the stats, or both, or whatever.
I think it works because you're only really thinking about a couple of trophies at any one given moment.
Exactly.
Anyway,
I think they only allow you to add 5 in there or whatever, but it can get pretty cluttered if you start adding a shit ton of stuff in there.
And the picture here, I see a little like stat, like a percentage bar. Am I tripping? Like I didn't see that before. That's kind of cool. You know, or is that oh no, never mind. That's just flick it on and off. Like basically there's like a black square, right? So I thought that the white space was like a percentage, like a battery on your phone, but no, it's just the black spaces just goes back and forth, turn it on and off. Okay, that makes sense. Never mind. I answered my own question. Very interesting. But let's talk about the really fun stuff. Okay, one of the things and not me, everybody hated about the PS5 trophies is that it was horizontal. You couldn't see shit. You know, they gave us the vertical ones, and to make it even better, now it actually gives you the description on the right hand side, like unless it's like hidden or whatever. But it's a full because the other ones would give you the description too, but it would like scroll through like a ticker. Like, this is stupid. You know, so now it's just there.
Yeah. The way it was horizontally, like you said, it had a specific amount of characters that can fit into it, and then it starts to scroll. That was very unintuitive. So if you wanted to see it, like I said, in regards to the trophy tracking, you would have to pull up the actual little descriptor for the trophy and look at the full details right there. You don't necessarily have to do that this time, even though you can to get to the trophy tracking feature. To see the description for whatever the fuck you need to do for that trophy, it's right there for you to see. You don't have to press anything, so that's good.
Yeah, no, I like that. At a glance, you can see your trophies, makes things a lot easier. So that's one of my favorite features right there. Next one, this is actually a pretty big one, which I tested out, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think it could be implemented a little bit, but I'm pretty happy with it. 3D audio for TV speakers, because right now
we're not talking about trophies no more?
Is there anything I miss about trophies?
No, let me just say one more thing about the trophies before we hop over. If there's one thing I actually want them to return in regards to the whole trophy thing is at the top left when you're looking at the trophy collection, you know, you can sort your trophies. You know, you can send it by the default sort, not earned, rarity, earned, and then grade. They took this out on PlayStation 4. The PS Vita and the PS3 had it, and it was a specific option to sort your trophies alphabetically. I hope they need to bring that back, because for me it's like, let's say that treasure chest trophy is called Treasure Hunter or whatever, right? And I'm trying to find it within my trophy collection. Obviously it's not set alphabetically, it's set game default, so it could be fucking anywhere. I could be scrolling for a little minute to trying to find out where the fuck it is. When I had the alphabetical feature, all I would do is switch it alphabetically, go down to T, and boom, you know, I found it, you know, quicker than I could have if with it sorted by its default thing. So I'm not sure why they took that out. I personally want that back. That's all I'm saying.
All right. I didn't even know that was a thing on PlayStation 4 with the trophies.
Yeah, 3 and Vita.
Oh,
3 and
cool.
Vita. They took it out on they took it out on PS4.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm pretty happy about the vertical stuff. But yeah, 3D audio. Here's what's interesting about 3D audio, right? So they don't tell you this, but this is what I think. I think this is also the reason you needed that update for your controller as well. Because what you do is you go into sound, right, and then you go to set up 3D audio, and what you have to do is, like, you know, make sure your room's nice and quiet, and then the you have to hold, it said you have to hold your controller up to face level where you would normally sit, and then like the TV would make this sound like da-da-da-da-da, and then your controller would pick that up, obviously, then reconfigure your sound. I've tested on Yakuza, on Deathloop, Ghost of Tsushima, and it's pretty cool for the most part. But you just have to make sure you set it up when it's like actually quiet, because I set it up kind of in the afternoonish. I did turn everything off and stuff, but it didn't sound right. Then I did it like at midnight where there was no sound whatsoever, and it sounded a lot better, you know? So I think it's cool because the 3D audio is one of the big features of PS5. It sounds great on your headphones. But the thing is, for me, I only use headphones when I'm talking to you guys in a party chat. I just listen to it through the TV just in case anything happens, you know, around, you know. So I think it's actually a pretty cool feature. I enjoy it.
If you think about it, it's pretty impressive that they're able to figure out how to do surround sound through normal speakers.
Mark Cerny.
I mean, well, here's the thing. Like, they've been able to do surround sound through normal speakers for a while now, but, you know, that's what some of those bars were that were set up that way. But now, since they have that sort of essentially the way it's going to your ears makes it sound like it's bouncing, you know,
the 3D audio.
and stuff,
yeah. By the way, shout out to Gene Park, who we like around here. He says that he did this with his sound bar, and it sounds fantastic. So that's actually pretty cool. So, have any of you guys tried this? Rico, did you try 3D audio with your TV speakers?
I haven't. It's probably because I'm still using my headset. So all my audio.
Yeah, if you have a headset, you don't really need this. To be fair.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Carlos, did you try it?
So, do you have to set it? No, I haven't. Do you have to set it?
Yes, you have to set it.
Yeah, it's some sort of like he was just talking about some sort of calibration.
You have to calibrate it for your room. Yeah.
Yeah, because the it's actually really easy. But
yes, easy.
What the thing is that your controller actually does have a microphone in it.
Yeah.
That but the thing is that when you do that, it essentially figures out what the what do they call it? The refraction or the acoustics of your room based off of the controller, which is pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, no, it's cool. My Carlos, our TV actually does this.
Oh,
you could actually because remember the controller has a you could talk into it, right? So that's what I did with just my regular TV thing. I set up the sound with the controller. It's the same basic thing.
So I'm gonna set it up. So I just go to the normal settings.
Yeah, but you have to make sure everything's quiet though.
I'll mute you guys.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, go to settings, go to sound, right, and it should be the second option there.
Audio input or microphone. Audio input. Enable 3D. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
that's it.
I'll set it up right now.
All right.
And I'll let you know the results.
All right. Cool. This is interesting.
I didn't even need to see your ears. Stop sending me emails of your ears, please.
This is interesting. In addition, players with a Pulse 3D wireless headset, which we'll talk about later on, now have access to equalizer settings within sound controls, allowing them to customize the sound profile according to their preference. That's cool.
Good stuff.
Yeah. All right. So the big thing with this update is the SSD storage expansion. Remember, the beta boys, they were able to test this out. But now it's available to everybody. So if you are in the market for a new, or expanded, memory for your PlayStation, because PlayStation 5 don't got a lot of memory in it, there you go. Just make sure you get your heat sink.
Does anybody in here actually have a SSD in there right now, or have put one in, or no?
No.
I'm still on the mindset of beat it and delete it. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm ever going to get to a point where I want to.
I will do it because my thing is I'm lazy. I'm like I don't want to keep deleting shit. But I don't see but I don't need it at this moment. So I'm gonna wait until Black Friday at least. See what's up.
Black.
The price is gonna go down, dude. They're actually not bad right now for 1 terabyte. Get it for under $200. I'm like that's not too bad, But I'll wait. But is anybody else planning? So Riku, you're not ever planning to upgrade?
The thing is, I have this SSD external that is like this little tiny hard drive. Is like as big as it's extremely small, like small like a fucking one of those iPhone 4s, little tiny ones. So it's just hooked in the back and sitting on the top of my vertical PS5, and all of my PS4 games are on it. So it's just like when all of my internal is like solely for PS5 games, and I'm not really playing anything that's ridiculously big, like some goddamn Call of Duty or anything. I just have a ridiculous amount of, extra space to the point where, especially since I'm the type of person once I beat a game, I'm deleting it. I'm never gonna really reach to a point where that's gonna be an issue. So I don't see myself really ever wanting to, like I said, install one of the M.2 SSDs. Like maybe if it was extremely cheap and I saw it, I'd maybe, but as it looks like rather, there's an extremely slim chance that I would do something like that.
What counts as extremely cheap for you?
1 terabyte for under 150. M.2 SSDs.
Yeah, Rico, I thought you were going to say $50. That's extremely cheap.
Yeah, maybe like a 125, somewhere around there. then I'll be like, okay, I'm considering it. You know,
and that's when Brian chimes in like, at this site.
if you see something around those prices, like 125 or some shit, hit me up. I'll look. I'll see what the hell's going on.
Okay, legitimate question.
Chances are you're gonna have to wait until like next year for that.
That's fine. Like I said, let me see how much fucking space I got right now with all of the shit I got on here.
Yeah, Brett, what's up, bro?
I'm curious, because the way I play these games is I have Google Fiber. It's like Flex. So I can download stuff in like maybe an hour and a half. I know some people it takes, all day, but even then, like, it's overnight. You pick something, you want to play it tomorrow, it's there by tomorrow, right? And you generally have like 2 or 3 games that fit on the PlayStation. So here's my question. Those of you that don't do that, those of you that just kind of want to leave the game on the hard drive, aren't you just going to fill this up and then have the exact same problem? Because you're going to reach a point where you have to start deleting games, no matter what.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what's the real practical difference? Like, I see this; it's a good thing, but it just seems to be like, okay, so you can have 6 games on your hard drive ready to go instead of 3. You're still going to have to do the practice of, beat it and delete it, like Rick was saying.
That's the whole reason why I'm holding off, because I like to have a lot of space. Like, I have my 4 terabytes, and I just dumped all my PS4 games on there, so that way they're all there. To go and get to spend $200 for 1 terabyte, or like 400 or whatever, for 400 for 2 terabytes, seems like a waste, because I'm always gonna run out of space. I need at least 4. So
yeah, either get something that holds an entire library, or
or it's no point.
That's the thing, though. I mean, maybe because I'm with Brent in regards to I have an extremely fast download speed. Something could be like fucking goddamn 80 gigs and download in like 15 minutes for me. So it's not. I don't even have the fucking problem with having to even wait a day or so to grab something if I want it. If there's something for me to fill up my hard drive, there has to be something on there that I'm generally not playing right now that can get deleted for whatever the fuck I want to put on there now, So that's how I always see it, where if I did reach a point where I was full, and let's say a new game came out and I got to download that new game, I always find something on my hard drive where it's like, okay, that's a part of my backlog, and I threw it on my hard drive because I thought that I would get to it, but it's really far down my backlog. It really doesn't need to be here right now. And then I fucking delete it, So it's like, the only people I see this benefiting are the people that play the extremely big games that take up a ridiculous amount of space. So the Battlefields, the Call of Duties, those type of games, especially when you have multiple, like, since fucking Call of Duty comes out every fucking year. And if you're one of those people that plays multiple Call of Duties, Jesus Christ, what are you doing? Adam. But the point is, those are the main games that will be fucking someone's fucking.
Well, that's why they know it, and that's why they have it in parts, because they know that they're like, if you're
but here's the thing. Adam, but here's the thing, though. This is just for now. When Call of Duty are just for current gen, that's going to not be as much of an issue because file sizes are going to go down.
They're already going down.
They're already going down. You're already seeing it, so that's not really going to be an issue. Brett, to answer your question, like I said, I'm lazy. I don't want to constantly delete games, so I'd rather put it off for a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I'm still going to be in the same exact position, but if I could put it off for another year, that's fine. But again, I'm not in a rush to buy this shit. I'll hold off.
Do you think a terabyte would last you a year? And like.
Yeah,
it's going to be the same thing for a year from now. Like that's what I'm saying. Like eventually, you're just going to come to the, I'm going to have to do this anyway.
Yeah. No,
I get the lazy. I get it.
Yeah.
But to me, like practically, there seems very little difference. Just when you think about it immediately, you're like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, more storage, and then start thinking about like, well, great. So I can fit 4 games on my 4 giant games on my PlayStation now, and then I still have to keep deleting. So. I guess it's, if you're one of those people that is, playing 4 or 5 different games, I don't know many of those people. So I'm really just sitting here kind of having the realization of, it sounds like it's a big deal, but it really doesn't feel like it's a big deal when you think about it.
No, you're 100% right. And the thing is, like, and I'm just being honest here, right? Part of it is like, ooh, I just want that shiny thing in my place. I don't need this shit. Brett, I play 1 game at a time. That's all I play. 1 game at a time, and that's why, like, dude, I could buy this shit right now for $200. I could afford this shit all day. The only reason I haven't done it is like, I don't need this. I really don't. You know, I could probably live out most of the generation with 600 gigs or whatever the fuck the PlayStation has. You know, so it's just one of those things. Like, yeah, I might could put it off for later, but I don't really need. I just want that because the thing is, it's a tradition, right? I've upgraded my PS3 hard drives. I'm saying hard drives. I've had 2 PlayStation 3s and 2 PlayStation 4s, so I want to do it with this one, but it's not a priority because I don't need it. You know.
Wait for the price to come down.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, bro. That's why I said Black Friday. You know.
Now, is this still just like do we have any legitimate third-party people putting out hard drives? I know it's really soon to be asking that, but
I thought it was only third parties that were putting them out at the moment.
Oh, that's right. No, I remember that backwards for some reason.
Yeah, you're thinking about Xbox. They're the ones with the proprietary
Xbox
ones.
Xbox is using third party also. But
Carlos, what about you? Why don't you answer Brett's question? No, because I know you're going to get it.
I don't know what question it is because I just got back from the testing.
Oh,
it's how'd you like Deathloop?
I haven't started it yet.
Yeah, no. The question was, what reason do you have to expand your hard drives? I know you're going to do it. You know, because the thing is, like Brett said, you're going to have to delete your games eventually anyway down the line, which is true. Regardless of if you have 4 terabytes, you're going to have to delete shit eventually. You know.
I'm just anticipating. So I've been looking into this, and I don't think I'm gonna upgrade anytime soon. Kind of like you guys are doing.
No point.
Whenever these things reach maybe like $150 for 2 terabytes, which
that's a good one.
Be a while.
Yeah.
I think that's when I'll pull the trigger because. I think I'll just handle deleting games. Although sometimes, and I guess it's the good thing of not playing as much multiplayer as I used to, because if this was back in the day, and Adam, I'm pretty sure knows about this. It's like play FIFA one day, with some buddies, play Call of Duty the other day, Halo. It's like
NBA,
I might not be
up a lot too. Madden.
Exactly, all of those games, and it's more of like who you're playing with. Yeah. So, fortunately, the only real game that I kind of do that is Monster Hunter. And we haven't played it in a while. But I know Brian's playing it right now. Well, yeah. So it's not something that I feel too much pressure to do right now. Although I've had I think every time I turn on my PS5, I get a notification saying, hey, this update can't update because your SSD is full.
I did have that one time. That's when I was like, all right, some of these games in my deep backlog, let me just go ahead and remove them. So, I don't run into that issue because I'm definitely not playing those things anytime soon. But what you were saying earlier about the whole, PS5 version of games are going to have like extreme compression things. And I was telling you, you're seeing that right now. I post 2 things in the Discord if you would look at them. Tales of Arise, for example, the PS5 version of it is 20 gigs smaller than its PS4 counterpart. And then even bigger, fucking Watch Dogs Legion, the update for PS5 is 3.2 gigs. But on Xbox Series X, that very same update is 40 gigs. So it's like they're doing some very good compression on some of these things right now. So that's going to be good for our overall storage on PS5.
Yeah, it's going to get better for sure. Hence another reason why it's better to wait.
I'm pretty sure we'll still get 20 gig updates.
Oh man!
And shout out to Chris. Yo, Chris, I turned on my PS5. Was it yesterday? Guess what was on the queue?
Ghost of Tsushima patch.
Yeah, man, they don't stop.
Another one,
like clockwork, right?
Yeah, no, that's right. When I fired up yesterday, at the same time, like another update. What the fuck?
Yeah, Sucker Punch and Insomniac, they're really going in on the fucking updates after their games come out. Like they're really good at supporting and making sure their games stay nice and clean. Like I don't know how many updates I saw for Spider-Man for yet another ray tracing update.
Ray tracing.
Whatever they're doing is probably going to get applied to the new one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Spider-Man.
By the way, 2. I do have my status report in terms of the 3D audio. The short and simple of it, I didn't test it out because I use a sound bar.
Yeah. You could do it with your soundbar though.
You can do it with the soundbar. Yeah.
I changed the setting to the soundbar, and the 3D audio was grayed out.
Oh, interesting.
So if anybody else who has their what happened?
I said you might have to do a little more testing on it.
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I couldn't. Well, Riku, could you try it? I know you have your PS5 on. Yeah, that shit is always on. That's like Don Matthew.
He's playing Tales of Rise right now.
No, I'm just looking through the PlayStation Store and whatnot. I don't know why.
Yeah, if you could switch it to the audio to soundbar instead of TV speakers, and then try to and see if you have the option to change.
I don't have a
3D.
soundbar though.
Well, yeah, I mean you don't have to have one. It's just an option.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay. Let me go to settings right now. You have to show me where it is because I don't really care to.
Right. While you guys do that, the next thing here, PS Remote Play app.
Hold on. Let me just jump in real quick. Now,
Talk.
firstly, I need to start off by saying, like, yep, I'm in the same camp as Riku and Brett on this one. In terms of, I don't play that many games at the same time, and I have fast enough internet just to download the games and be done with them. However, the main thing that we seem to be like overlooking is that we aren't multiplayer guys. Like, we don't play heavy multiplayer games.
I am.
The guys that do you play GTA Online that often? Do you play Call of Duty that often, Brett?
No, I started playing Fallout more, and I deleted GTA to play Fallout. And now, this is the thing. If I'm like, hey, I feel like playing GTA, usually I have at least a couple hours notice.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't, and I think that's what we're overlooking here is that if you're one of those guys who plays like let's say you play Fortnite, you play all the mainstream games, right? You play GTA, you play FIFA, you play Call of Duty, like all those games are relatively like large in size. So if you just have like a standard PS5, that's a lot of space just being taken up by like 3-4 games, and often you'll switch between them because sometimes you're feeling one game, sometimes you're feeling the other game, and that's just how that mantra goes. And then let's say that you throw in like Assassin's Creed in there every now and then, like they're probably like 70 gigs each or something.
Oh no, they're like 30 gigs. So Assassin's Creed aren't that big. Yeah, they're not that big.
I thought they would be big.
I got one installed right now. I can let you know.
Yeah, they're not that big.
Like
Call of Duties are the big boys.
No, Valhalla is huge.
Okay, I have no idea what the size is.
Ubisoft games are huge.
Well,
if you're just playing like the mainstream games, then like your drive can fill up quite fast because then you have like 1 or 2 games that you play like offline, and then 1 or 2 games you play online with your friends, and that's where the size just comes in. Yep.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla for the PS5 is 72.34 gigs.
Damn, what?
Look at that, 70 gigs.
Oh no, dude! Yo, Call of Duty Black Ops.
I have Valhalla. And
how much is Call of Duty? How much is Call of Duty, Carlos?
210 gigs.
God damn!
Whoa.
See, this is what I mean.
Holy
like,
shit. That's the entire fucking thing right there, bro.
We don't play those games, but those games are like bloated in size and they take up like quite a lot of space. So if you're just one of those guys who just plays like the games that come out every year or so, then your drive is relatively full, and that's where the problem starts. And to make it even worse, let's say that you have like a family console, right? So you have like different people want to play different games, hence you need to like download all these games and need to be there because you just want to switch and you just can't wait to download because you just may not have enough time. Like, let's say that you're playing and then your brother comes on, he wants to play something, he can't wait because he wants to play. And PlayStation has like this really weird thing where it pauses your downloads as you're playing like a different game. I don't know why it does that. It's annoying sometimes. But yeah, it's like these are the weird edge case situations that, for the most part, we don't think about. Because again, we just like, okay, we download a game, play it, beat it, and it's gone. You know, and I think that's where the expandable storage comes in. And also to tie back to what I said previously, one of the reasons why I think this is interesting, and also the annoying Sony thing, because Sony always has to do something dumb behind the scenes, is when you have your gameplay captured, it actually doesn't store, you can't store that on the external drive. It's only on the internal drive. So every single time you get a trophy, Every single time you record your gameplay, all that's stored on the internal drive, and it cannot be moved to the external drive as well. So that adds like another level of bloat. Again, most people won't really know that. They'll just say, "Oh, it just the trophy thing comes on, and that's it." They ignore it. But every trophy you get, slowly but surely, just adds to the bloat. And
yeah, I just delete all that shit. But yeah, you can turn it off. You can turn it off.
Yeah, but
but how many people know that you can turn it off, and how many people do? Like, if you're playing playing like 4 or 5 games, like all those trophies just coming up and again, and if you're doing the thing that Riku was talking about, where you have the leaderboard thing and it records your latest and best score, again, just more video storage being added and added. I only noticed this when I was on my PS4. I was like, wow, I have like lots of data just for all these games. It's like, and these are just like video clips and the trophy photos and stuff like that. So I'm like, this is bloat effectively, you know. So I think these are the small things that just pile up over time, and that's where like most of the bloat comes from, and that's why I think Sony is good to have external hard drive space there. But yeah, that's my rant, I think.
No, I agree with you. You did repeat some of the stuff I did mention, like in regards to the whole the ridiculous amount of space the mainline games like the Call of Duties, especially if they come out annually, and you're still playing the one from a year ago while playing the new one that came out now, and you have both of them on there. That type of shit will really mess you up. You said one of them was 200 gigs. Like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ.
200 gigs. I mean, even check this out. And this is on PS4, so I have all of these games installed on my external SSD. So I can store my PS4 games on it. But I mean, Cyberpunk is 102 gigs, and that game doesn't even work. GTA 5 is 80 gigs. So
I have a Division 2 loaded on my SSD, and that's 110 gig. That's my largest one besides the Call of Duty.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that I can't break up. That's just all there. That's
Oh,
just the game itself. It's not like the Call of Duty where you can just install the multiplayer or the campaign and remove something. Can't do that with the Division. And I'll delete all of my other games before I fucking delete the Division. That stays on there until the next one. So that's how it works.
Did you get the platinum for that?
It doesn't matter. It's still fun. It makes me happy.
I'm about to say, like,
he was waiting. He was waiting for that question. He had the counter attack ready, bro.
It doesn't matter.
And if it makes you happy, it can't be that bad.
Exactly.
That's what I just talking about. Just getting emotional, man.
Yo, man, the 2 terabyte Samsung is $362 fucking dollars.
They're
man.
crazy.
They got a layaway plan because I'm not paying that much.
They got a mortgage for this shit?
Exactly. Well, actually, you can with Amazon and stuff. You could do the Amazon.
Yeah, they added layaway plans for these.
Yeah, they could do
financing. They did that for tech, which is kind of cool. Yeah, all right, we're almost done with the PlayStation. Yeah, we pretty much spent an entire show on this, which is fine. You know,
which is like 3 weeks ago.
I need a bigger one. I need at least 4 terabytes. I can't see myself spending
4 terabytes for $100. That's my asking price. You know,
it's ridiculous. And especially with the 2 terabytes, I'm gonna fill that up. Already with the amount of games that I've deleted. So, when we review shit and we get stuff.
Yeah, delete that shit.
You got to delete it. You can't keep it. Even if you want to keep playing it. It's like, I got other shit to dump in here. I can't do it. And so if I did get just the 2 terabytes and I was like, oh, now let's download all that shit. It'll be a bing, finished. Go get another one.
Yeah.
It's like, no thanks.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if the next thing we're going to talk about is live yet. I need somebody to verify this, but the PS app is either going to get or has remote play, just like the Vita used to. You know?
Yeah,
so that comes out next week, Thursday.
Next week, okay. That's why I was unsure about it, Riku. I was like, I don't think it's out yet.
That's pretty cool because, like, before you had to have a remote play app and you had to have all this other stuff. It's good that they're consolidating all that shit into one thing.
Yeah. So, which is nice, So there you go. You can do that. And Manny, this is free.
It works,
yeah, go ahead.
And it works for both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Which is good.
Manny, this one's for you.
What?
The last thing here, believe it or not, is for you. PS4 console enhancements.
What they enhancing?
actually something you talked about earlier. I'm going to read this whole thing. Just a quick little paragraph. We're also introducing some new features for PlayStation 4, including the ability for players to view their PS5 trophies on their PS4 profile trophy list. Players can also view other players' PS5 trophies on PS4. So,
holy shit! Nobody knew about this shit, and I figured that shit out not long ago. And all of a sudden, boom! Guadalupe, indeed.
You know, Guadalupe for life, man.
Man, it was weird because like I was looking at my I was just for the hell of it looking at your trophies. Yeah. See what you got. Recent, and then none of the recent games that you said you played were on there for PS5.
Yo, why you lying? Why you lying, Tony? Why you lying? You ain't got no PlayStation 5, motherfucker. I don't see your trophies for it.
You don't even have a PS5. What the fuck?
You know?
Man, you lying?
Where you lying? You lying?
You ain't got no PS5. So yeah, it was weird, and I checked everybody's. I'm like, this is odd.
Man, he's creeping over there. You know,
damn, he's just trolling. It's like 3 a.m. He's just motherfucker.
Nah, man, I check up on you, motherfuckers, every so often to see what you're doing. Every once in a blue moon when I actually get on a fucking game console.
You know, that shit is crazy. All right, so there we go.
In regards to the that update that's coming out next week for the PlayStation mobile app, if there's one thing in specific, if there's one thing in specific within that update for the app that I thought was intriguing, you guys talked about the whole remote play. That's cool. One of the features within there that I thought is cool is the fact that when you're in a PS5 party chat, and someone throws up a share screen and you can just watch it while you play a game or whatnot.
Yeah, 4 people can't see that.
Now they can't they?
Well, currently right now, anybody can hop into the share screen and see it and watch it for as long as they want, as long as you have it up. But in regards to the phone app that's coming out next week, you can hop into a party on the phone app, which that's always been a thing. But within the party on the phone app, you will now be able to see people's share screens.
Yes.
Have it in the party chat and watch it on your phone.
Which is very cool.
Oh, yeah. It never did that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So someone like Manny, who doesn't even have a PS5, could hop into one of those party chats and start watching a share screen that Tony's probably playing something on there. So that's cool. And on top of the fact that I know sometimes I'm in a party chat and then my friend's like, "Hey, Rika, I'm share screening this. Watch this." And then my other friend's like, "I'm share screening. He's watching me already." I'm like, well, damn, I can't watch both of you motherfuckers at the same time. They don't allow me to pin 2 things out there at once. And plus, even if I could, I wouldn't want both of you motherfuckers taking up on my fucking screen. But I could throw up the phone app and watch one person on my phone and one on my TV if I wanted to.
What? So, it's crazy.
Yeah. I just imagine little kids, Riku, or both trying to get your attention. Look at my game, look at my game, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me.
Riku, look at the trophies I got. You're like, oh, that's right. You good.
Oh, you got 100 platinums. That's cute.
Oh, you got 100 platinums. That's cute.
Fucking goofballs. Oh, but no, shit. I think that feature's cool. That feature's cool.
That's cool. I like that. I like.
You kids are doing good.
All right, so good stuff. PlayStation firmware update, significant update. The fact that we spent an hour and a half talking about it, very cool. But we're still going to be talking about PlayStation 5. Manny, thank you for bringing this to my attention. This is a bit of a follow-up because we talked about the Austin Evans video, the controversial video that set the internet ablaze. But now we got Digital Foundry. They reviewed the new PlayStation 5 updated model. It's called the CFI 1000. That's what it's called. So, Manny, take it away. What did Digital Foundry say?
So, it's interesting. Digital Foundry actually did a partnership with another YouTube channel that actually does some very detailed analysis of these consoles. So, from what, at least from the gist of it says that it does run slightly hotter than the normal PlayStation, but it's at a manageable rate. It's only maybe by 1 or 2 degrees.
Yeah, one of the things that they said, and this is something we talked about on the show, I believe, that they may have over-engineered the original one, so now they're scaling it back because the heat that's being produced inside is still within their parameters, you know? So that's what's going on there. Pretty much what's funny about the videos, like they were saying a lot of shit we said on the show, just speculating. You know, it's like, oh, they probably just over-engineered. Now that they're profitable, they can scale it back a little bit and still be within their tolerances, you know?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want your consoles to be as cool as possible. I mean, in general, don't put your PlayStation 5 inside of your entertainment unit with no ventilation on the side. you know, you got to have it outside.
You got to tell me that twice.
Yeah. I learned that. By the way, I did that shit for like an hour. I'm like, nope, take that shit right out. You know?
Oh man, that thing, you know, they actually, you know, it's funny because Digital Foundry actually did do a stress test where they literally ran the thing for over 2 hours or 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know, running the same games because they said that they're so close, and the way the supposed API supposedly works, where it essentially provides the same sort of content no matter what supposedly condition you're in. Yeah. So they tried a stress test where they literally stuck it inside of a little tiny, entertainment unit.
Oh man!
And ran the damn thing for 2 hours, and they said for the most part everything ran the same. You know, they looked at a few different games like Control. When you run the what do they call it? The photo mode. It actually ramps up the console a little bit. It does it on the PS4 too, obviously. So, but yeah, any of these games where the game sort of ramps up and maybe loses frames or something like that, they looked at those sequences and then, you know, in a normal state, and then what they did is they literally stuck the thing in the unit and then tried it there to see if there was any sort of change in performance, which there really wasn't any. And then the other guys, they did an in-depth look as to what they the different parts of the two different fives, and then essentially made a Frankenstein PlayStation 5 incorporating the different heat sinks and fans. So it's otherwise it's a marginal heat from before, but it's not enough to essentially cause the damn thing to light up on fire.
Yeah, which is what people were worried about. That's what Austin Evans is worried about too. It's like, is it this like a bad thing? But no, apparently not.
No, I mean, you know, I think one of the guy explained, because there is a certain parameters of what they, what they sort of, have the console, and it isn't going over that, so then they're fine with that. It's kind of like if you think about when they started overclocking the Vita. I think it was the Vita or it was the PlayStation Portable. At one point, they were so afraid that they could actually get a little bit more out of the console, but then but they didn't have it running all like at a higher rate. So what they could do is like, as the console was out, as more people played it and all that stuff, they figured, okay, this thing is not going to light on fire if we ramp it up a little bit. And I feel like that's the same sort of situation. It's like, okay, if we switched out this thing, and because again, every single, by the way, like you remember how before I said everybody's the test bed for these consoles?
Yeah.
Your console, every single time it crashes, they're collecting or doing all this other stuff. It's collecting data. So they're combining their data, the data that they have from an actual model that, models that they, from the factory, as well as, stuff from whatever goes on with our consoles.
Damn, then they have a lot of information from me.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Brett, are you going out of your way to type in that within that little message box what you were doing before it crashed?
I mean, the first couple dozen times, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. And then
no, seriously, I'm pissed. I'm pretty sure I got a fairly bunk console. This thing crashes just about every day. It's fucking horrible. Yeah. And I'm giving the benefit of the doubt of, well, I'm assuming all of their consoles can't be that bad. Otherwise, there'd be a huge, mob of angry people. But I have to.
When it crashes, out of interest.
Any game. It crashed like at least half a dozen times on Deathloop. It crashes on Fallout. Crashes on GTA. Crashes on literally any fucking game I play. When I play for more than a 3-hour session, I'm almost guaranteed at least one crash.
Have you tried to call Sony?
You already did.
You already
did.
Remember that bullshit?
They told me to sit and spin.
Oh, because I remember that like you were talking about Returnal, but I didn't know you contacted.
No, Brett told us a crazy fucking story about the funny thing is the story was in line with Sony customer service stories that everybody else has. Just terrible. They basically told him, it's like, whatever,
They basically told me, we have your money, go fuck off.
Yeah, they hung up on you. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they hung up on me.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it's some crazy shit.
So yeah, my options are to just buy another one, give Sony another $500.
Unfortunately, I mean, they always say it's like when you get like a new system, it's like 1 or 2% will be faulty. Brett, you got to 1 or 2%, brother.
Yeah, but the bullshit thing is they refuse to do anything.
Yeah, I know,
about
that's
it.
really fucked up.
In the middle of the fucking Red Ring crisis, I got more attention from fucking Microsoft, and that was just about the worst point in gaming history where somebody told their entire fan base to go fuck off.
I feel the one thing about Sony and those sorts of crashes and stuff like that. I remember during the PS5 era, PS3 era, they were also the same way, where because obviously as rare as it was, the yellow light of doom. That shit happened on a bunch of. It literally happened, I think, on almost every single person in this room.
Oh, absolutely, the fat one. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. OG fat. I mean, like, there's
years is all you really got out of it.
Yeah, I only had a year and a half, and that shit died. Yeah.
And that's why I did not buy the fat one. I only bought it when the Slim came out.
There you go.
When God of War 3 came out.
But yeah, and back then they weren't really helpful at all. Like, I called them up, when my fucking thing went on, and they're like, "Well, and then they sent the shit back, and it was all opened, and they said unfixable." So I'm like, "Fuck!" So that's when I went to Xcubicle.
There you go.
It's only the shitty thing about these companies is when they actually start becoming a legitimate problem. Like, if more than one person, like a bunch of people, like Xbox Ring of Death, shit is happening. That's when they start to take notice. But when it's like, it's such a low amount, then you get the shitty customer service. Oh, well, you're gonna have to just buy a new one or deal with it.
They got Don Matrick over there,
Yeah. They got Don Matrick in the back there going, buy another console.
Man,
Jesus.
Bullshit.
Why does it sound like an evil Stanley?
You're going to buy another console, yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, all right, so...
I mean, that's not... I just got to say, like, that's not a legitimate answer for a $400 to $500 console.
Yeah,
like,
no,
it's not at all.
I know we took hundreds of dollars from you and gave you a terrible experience and told you to go fuck off, but if you give us another $400 or $500... it might be better. No guarantees, but it might be.
Yeah, right.
It's the worst.
That is not the answer that anybody should get. Like, it's like, okay, I'm having this issue. You see the shit that's happening from my console because I'm literally sending multiple, errors over to you guys, and you can't tell me that this is an issue. That this is an issue you can't fix or rectify. That's the one thing I don't understand with when you send off these error reports. With how many error reports that you've sent, and you have a corresponding thing, they should be able to pull that shit information up and be like, your console's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, they should be calling me. And that's the thing. Their whole attitude is, well, it happens in X amount of consoles, which is in the tolerable range limit. So basically, they're like, yeah, we're going to have failed consoles. It's going to happen. There's only going to be so many of them, and we've just accepted that fact. You should too. And I'm like, but mine is one of the ones that's fucked up. They clearly do not give a shit as a person what my experience on PlayStation is. No matter how much I bitch and moan, no matter how many times I call it, I've gone through like their customer service thing like two or three times. And for anybody who's done it, that's 2 or 3 times too fucking many. Because I have never dealt with a company with worse customer service. You guys want to talk about why I have kind of a stick up my ass about PlayStation? This is fucking why. Because they are literally the worst company. In terms of customer service, at least. They don't give a shit about how you feel or your service. I mean, you talk about how companies don't care about you. That's one that they don't care about you. Not even pretending. Right? Like, usually sometimes there's a couple guys on the team who are really excited about, like, yeah, we're going to do some new stuff. I'm really excited about this. I think people are going to love it. They at least care a little bit. Sony clearly fucking doesn't, and that's where all my anger comes from. So, and keep in mind, I'm still playing on my PS5, so I have fuel shoveled into that fire every time the fucking thing crashes. So by the time Sunday rolls around, I'll have a whole new box of Venom because my PlayStation has crashed another 6 goddamn times.
Yeah, Sony needs to fix their customer support. It's just terrible, you know.
They never have though, and they never will. And that's the thing.
Doing the reformat? Did you try that? Because they always
Yep.
No, even hardware wise, this shit is fucked up.
Yeah, mine makes that. Mine has a bad coil whine.
Yeah. So yeah,
it sounds like there's a thing in there, like a clicking sound, and they told me this is most likely that somebody left a sticker on an internal part of the components, and I'm hearing it rattle around.
That's insane, man. Absolutely insane.
But everything's fine.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's move on. Next story here. What are we talking about now? Game delays. Because that's the story of the year. Game delays. So
who delaying?
All right, so the big one right here, Battlefield 2042, been delayed. I believe it's November now. That's coming. So it's still this year. Got delayed by a month, and this game's been delayed forever. Dying Light 2. Again. They said 2022. That's all they said.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Like
didn't they mention Battlefield it's getting delayed too or something?
Yeah, I said that. That was the first one I said.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Dying Light 2. That's the one that hurt, not only because we like Dying Light 2 around here, but it's like, dude, I remember seeing a preview of this at E3 2018.
Yeah, this game has been a long time coming, man.
Yeah. Then again, I also remember playing. Oh my god, what's the name of that fucking Ubisoft pirate game? I remember I played that at that.
Skull and Bones. Played Skull and Bones.
Yeah, but nobody cares about that. We want Dying Light 2. That's the one we want.
Didn't somebody write an article recently about what's going on with Skull and Bones?
Yeah, they effectively had to restart the game a couple of times because the guys behind it don't know what the hell they're doing.
No. Say it right. They've shoveled off an abandoned game several times. They've been like, we're going to work on this for a while. You know what? We're not going to work on this here. You do it. It's not like anybody's been asking for the project.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they can't just throw it off to the next guy. It's like, I don't want that. But yeah, there you go. All right, how much to say game delays? That's the story of the year.
Skull and Bones.
All right, man. Next thing.
Hey, wait! Before we spoil that, I'm curious what you guys think. Like, what's the reason for all the game delays? Since we're not dealing with COVID anymore. I mean, we are still dealing with COVID, obviously, but this is apparently life now.
Other reason that I said it was two things: the Rona, right, and nobody wants another Cyberpunk on their hands.
Oh my god!
Let's just be real here. Let's just be real here.
That shit literally put the fear of God in every single fucking game
company.
Good,
I mean, that is a good thing, but it's kind of funny that we can sit back and look at it and be like, historically speaking, Cyberpunk was revolutionarily bad. It was so terrible, it changed the game.
It literally changed the game industry. Yes,
it did. So it was revolutionary in that sense, Not the revolution they wanted it to be, though.
No, that's not how anybody wants to go down in history.
Oh man,
it's a violent revolution.
Yes. All right, good stuff. All right, next up here. So this one was interesting. So earlier this week, an Nvidia GeForce Now. I guess it was like a post or whatever. I don't know. It was like a document listing a bunch of games, right? And a lot of them were PlayStation first-party games. People were like, what the fuck is going on here? So they had to come out. Wait, somebody changed the fucking link here. God damn it.
Who did that?
No, nobody changed it. Damn it. Okay, because I had one with a quote from these guys. I don't have it. Basically, Nvidia came out and said, we just had these here, just for the... Damn it, I forgot what the fuck it was. Here we go. Nvidia is aware of an unauthorized published game list with both release and or speculative titles only used for internal tracking and testing. So that's what they said. And they said neither confirmation nor an announcement of any game. So we should take all that with a grain of salt. I guess it was just something they were just doing internally, Okay,
what? Okay, first of all, what?
Holders?
Okay, so a document was leaked, official Nvidia document, GeForce Now, right? GeForce Now is their streaming service, right? and it had a bunch of games listed that are supposedly coming to GeForce Now. A lot of them were PlayStation games like Ghost of Tsushima and shit like that, right? So people are like, what the fuck is going on here?
But how does that negate? I think that's my question. Is like, so you're like, your response to this is it's an internal document used for tracking, and my response to that is, so my response to that is, so it's not accurate, or you just didn't want people to see it? Because I mean, it seems like information
on the PC services that we're going to be putting our games on. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Brett, it's basically do not look at the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, well, that's what it seems like. They're like, oh no, this is for internal use. Like, okay, so if I let's go extreme example on this one. Like, if I had decided that I'm going to make a kill list, people I'm going to fucking murder, right? And then somebody came across it, and I'm like, oh no, that's for internal use. I was just kind of keeping track. Like, and you'd be like, what? Of who you want to kill? Like, does that make you not want to kill these people? Like, it doesn't negate what the thing says. You say it's for internal use.
It's like, oh, you weren't supposed to see that.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah. You're not arguing the information.
Exactly. You're not denying it. You're just saying,
I got the right link now. No.
Yeah, they neither confirm nor deny anything that's there.
Okay, so here's the thing I wanted to read before. I read the first part already. Nvidia took this is from Nvidia saying this. Nvidia took immediate action to remove access to the list. No confidential game builds or personal information were exposed. All right, so make of that what you will.
Nothing. It means nothing.
That means absolutely nothing.
Yes, Brian, you can. Yes, you can.
Really quick. Remember when the Switch was like announced, and then there's like Skyrim on the Switch, and then Todd Howard came out and said, "No, there's no Skyrim on the Switch. That's just Nintendo lying to you."
Uh-oh.
Remember when Todd Howard said that?
I actually don't remember that.
He did.
Yeah.
He did say something along that.
He did, because we talked about it, and then we were all just laughing at Nintendo, because like, oh, Nintendo put like a fake Skyrim on the Switch, and then here we are. So yeah. In other words, I really don't trust what they're saying, and coming from someone who's been dealing with like a lot of like NDA internal stuff, and we have like placeholder names and stuff, we don't actually use the actual names of the things because it leads to stuff like this. We make fake names up. We don't use real things. We make fake names, fake addresses, and that's what we use to track stuff. We don't. Again, it just boggles my mind that they'll use actual game names in there, because I'm pretty sure that there's some weird copyright stuff that maybe they are infringing. I have no idea. If it's just the text, then whatever. But even then, you would make something up that sounds similar to that.
Yeah, they should have some sort
like
of encryption.
Dad of War or Ghost of
Spirit of Tokyo.
Yeah, like you make something that sounds similar. At least that way, like everyone knows that it's fake. But to use the real names, that's kind of like, okay, something's going on here. So
code names, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, code names.
I'll just go back to my usual spot of let's wait and see.
Yeah. I'm gonna say,
go ahead.
I would say, like, usually they would use a fake name on there. So does that mean, with some of those exclusive names on there, does that mean that the games that will eventually be, the PC versions of said PlayStation games, when they come out on the PC, which does that mean that they're going to be working with GeForce Now?
Yeah, because the thing is with GeForce Now, you still need to own the game in order to like stream.
To broadcast, to broadcast.
It'll see, and right now it's like the only.
Let me read some of these games, by the way.
So it's the game that is going to be on Steam, and it's going to support the GeForce Now service.
Yeah.
So
that's how that
works. So currently, like something like Horizon Zero Dawn and whatever else PlayStation games have already been put out on the PC. They're not compatible with GeForce Now currently, right?
Let me tell you now. Actually,
go on the site. There's a little.
Okay, go on.
You can search any game you want. A lot of games got pulled. Remember, I used to use it, and then they pulled Doom, and they pulled Street Fighter. They pulled everything because everybody was backing out of it.
Yeah. By the way, I'll list some of these games. There's a long list. And even this one right here is kind of curated, but we got Ghost of Tsushima here. We got Death Stranding Director's Cut. We got God of War. We had Gran Turismo 7. Judgment. I think that's already on PC. Actually, no, those games aren't on PC yet. The Judgment games, I believe, Could be wrong about that. Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, HD, very interesting. I like how this one just says new strategy game from Square Enix. Okay.
See, come on, like
that's better than fucking with all the other shit they got there.
Yeah. Untitled In Exile game, an Untitled Marvel game, 2020. Okay. Weird. Vanquish Remaster.
It's already out, by the way.
Yeah.
He had a fucking HD port, man.
Yeah, they got an HD port.
Yeah. So this is probably just coming to GeForce Now. So I'm gonna agree with Brian on this one. All these games are gonna come. Let's just be real here.
Even Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3.
Why not? Everything's coming to PC now. Maybe Konami's gonna move. Yeah. What's up, Brian?
2 and 3 are already on PC. They're on GOG at least. So yeah, possible.
There you go.
Well, why wouldn't here's the thing that confuses me. Why isn't Uncharted there? We already know it's coming to
because it won't be on GeForce Now. That's why.
Yeah, it may not support GeForce Now. It'll be on Steam, but it just won't.
So why is
I mean, like
Gran Turismo 7 and God
because
of War?
It is on GeForce Now.
Well, it seems kind of. I mean, it just it seems kind of weird that Uncharted doesn't, but somehow the God of Wars and the GT.
It could come down to money. It could come down to money. Well, it's like how much you want to pay for this? How much you want to pay for this?
Also, like, he does bring up a good point. Like, if Uncharted has already been announced on there, why are they talking about games that have already that haven't been released yet being on that list?
Yeah.
I actually have the list of what they found, and Uncharted is there.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The list I have here is not the full list. It's just a curated list.
Oh, okay.
I have the full list, and it's quite exciting. So again, God of War, Returnal, Demon Souls. There's no mention of Spider-Man and Bloodborne, but there's GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas remaster, Uncharted Collection, and Alan Wake remastered.
Aren't those remasters for GTA rumored at this point?
Well, they somehow in the GeForce Now thing. So
no, I'm just saying at this point they're still rumors, right?
Well,
they haven't confirmed it.
You know how things go. Like everything's a rumor.
Brian, it's a yes or no question, bro. They're still rumors, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. But like you said, this may confirm the rumor.
And even some Xbox games are there, like Avowed, Indiana Jones, Fable, and Forza.
Indiana Jones. Interesting.
Yeah, I forgot about the Ubisoft Indiana Jones.
Xbox.
That one, the Bethesda.
This is Bethesda.
Bethesda's Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, just lots of stuff. Even Halo 5 Guardians, which Microsoft was quick to say, like, oh yeah, there's no plans for that on PC. It's like, yeah, sure, there's not.
Get it on PC so me and Carlos can fucking stream that shit, please.
Yeah, I know, man.
Oh, even Final Fantasy 7 remake for PC is there.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think the whole thing is just a case of, if it wasn't meant to be, then why is it that there's just so many names of games that are unannounced or rumored to be there that are there? It seems very
Square
odd.
Enix strategy game. Oh, okay, bruh.
At least they're like, like, for some reason the Square Enix game has a unannounced strategy game.
That's what I said earlier. Yeah.
But yeah, for some reason all the other ones are like specific. Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 remastered.
It just seems interesting that it would leak from GeForce and not like Steam or some other place. Or Sony.
But you got to slip up sometime. It was there.
But Brett's right. They've effectively said the equivalent of, like, you guys weren't supposed to see that. Like, they didn't deny any of this shit,
Oh yeah, they didn't say nothing like, oh, this is not an official document or anything. Like, no, don't look at that.
Yeah, like, we weren't supposed to see that.
But I mean,
what you eat,
even
man?
Like,
he's eating something.
I made a sandwich. Brett always eats late at night, and I'm like, I always get motivated. I'm like, God damn it, I wish I could make something to eat.
I gotta fast, man. You gotta fast, man. 16-8, motherfucker. Let's go.
Yeah, so next week. So I think
Roxy.
the whole
Roxy.
the whole.
You see it? He's talking.
Sorry.
Right.
My name is Carlos, by the way.
Exactly. Very cool.
Over there, man. Chulita's coming over.
Yeah, I mean, God of War coming to PC, I think it was just inevitable at this point.
Oh yeah. That's how. Yeah, the old PlayStation games are coming. You know, you already know.
Mm-hmm.
Can I kind of a paraphrase quote from the people who were talking about? You know what? Never mind.
Oh man.
It started coming out right, and then it just toppled over, man. It's fuck it, not worth it anymore.
Yeah.
From the evil empire.
Yeah, no, it's probably fair to hold it in. All right, man.
Can I give a quick shout out?
Of course.
Who's shouting?
Yo, who's the first person to ever call this out?
Frankie B, right?
No, I'm talking about the beginning of all of this. There was one person who called this out.
Who?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was fucking Brian.
Really?
Remember the game case? It was a PS4 game or something? And he's like,
oh yeah,
what?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. Yep.
That's right. Yeah. Shout out to Brian, man. Shout out to Brian. He did call it out.
Brian all along.
But then at the same time, I have a copy of Zero Dawn, and that says only on PS4. So that's a lie.
Uh-oh.
Lies.
What? Does it currently say that? Maybe you're looking at the old
Not
box.
anymore. It doesn't say that anymore.
It's an older one, but still,
Okay.
it's still just funny just to see it. Just like only on PS4. It's like,
Well,
no.
Yeah, that was true back then, you know?
Liar!
Well, okay, this is the thing that I was thinking about all this. Like, it's all, at the end of the day, just down to money. Like, if you pay a company enough money, they'll put your game on anything. So I am honestly in the belief that if you pay Nintendo enough money, they'll put Mario Kart on whatever you want. It's just how much can they be bought for? That's the question. So, yeah, nothing's impossible. It's all just down to money.
Everybody's got a price. Everybody's gonna pay. Because the $1 million man always gets his way.
Money.
Yeah.
Man, you remember Ramon?
Yeah, right.
Ramon.
You know?
You mean Razor Ramon?
Razor Ramon.
I got it.
There you go.
I got his figgy over there. What's that motherfucker?
He's like, hey, yo, Chico, I don't speak Spanish at all.
Man, I was very traumatized when I found out this motherfucker's Italian. It's like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, any last thoughts on this Nvidia leak?
We shall see.
Yes, we
said
shall.
the blind man.
All right, man. Let's move on. Next thing here. Yo, Chris, man.
It's Christmas.
Gotta talk about Nintendo, man.
Uh-oh.
So these motherfuckers finally got Bluetooth audio on Switch.
What? Oh shit! I didn't know that was coming.
Yes,
but it's gonna be janky in some way.
Well, they already said it's some latency. They said get ready for some latency. So
there you go. It's 5 years late, and
it's
there's
probably
already issues.
Bluetooth.
And like Riku said, the Vita had it. You know.
Bluetooth 2.0.
Yeah, it's got that. Super
Wait, is that what
delay.
Nintendo has?
Half the track starts already.
Wow.
Yeah, they're doing a victory lap to get OLED, and fucking Vita had that 10 years ago. So it's like, all right.
Oh wait, hold on. Logic wins. Is this shit already out? Because he says no latency whatsoever, and it's loud as hell.
Came out.
Oh, thank you for the review. Logic wins.
And
no, but the latency's not us. The latency's from Nintendo.
It took them 5 years.
When I read their post when they were talking about the features, add and stuff, and it says that you may experience some latency. It's like, okay. It didn't say the version of Bluetooth, but they mentioned the latency issue. So I'm sure it also depends not just on the Bluetooth, but the Bluetooth headsets that you're using. If you're using something that's older.
Oh yeah, these guys are on point right now. Logic Wins and Dumeke. So I'll just read their chats real quick. So Logic Wins goes, I tried Bluetooth on my Switch and it works beautifully. No latency whatsoever. Dumeke says, yeah, I was really happy with this. Logic Wins says, and it's loud as hell. Dumeke goes, I was playing in bed last night and my wife had no idea. You gotta be. She knows, bro. She knows. Guarantee you that.
Wait, I'm a little confused because I thought the Switch only had one radio antenna.
You're allowed
for the controllers.
It said 3. It said up to 3 Bluetooth connections, right? And they count the Joy-Cons as 2.
So there it is. Like I was like, wait, how would they have this patch now when they only? I mean, it's not like they added an antenna. It's like they only have one.
And then that's it. And that's how that pairs up.
So theoretically, if you're not using the Joy-Cons and you're using the classic controller, that would be considered one Bluetooth thing, as opposed to the two on the side. So theoretically, you just open up on one more port if you're just using the classic controller and your headphones.
You mean the Pro controller?
The Pro controller,
or 8-bit do controllers. You already know, Adam. You already know.
Stop hating on me. I keep sending emails. Stop hating on me.
But what happens if you if you get two players using two pairs of Joy-Cons? Then you can't.
Well, then you can't do the headset. Then.
Okay. So wait a minute. Okay. It's either two Joy-Cons or two classic, the two Joy-Cons that are on it, or two classic controllers on the console.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Joy-Con boys.
So you can't use your headphones if you got
to Mecca and all of them. Did you guys also do the update to the Joy-Cons? Because there was an update for it. I did the update. I just don't know if it did anything.
Yeah, let us know.
Improvements.
Oh, by the way, Adam, Logic Wins said just like you did. If you have a good headset, it works better. He goes using a 2021 headset, so he's good to go.
Don't use some old ass Bluetooth.
Okay, so when they're getting voice chat.
Well, they already have it, don't they? You got to use a phone app,
Baby steps, man. Baby steps. We're getting there.
They'll get it 2 years from now.
I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of messed up because so now you got your really good Bluetooth headphones on, right? But you can't do voice chat on there, so you still have to have your phone open in order if you wanna coordinate with your whatever the hell they is.
Once you have your headset connected to your phone at that point to do the voice chat.
You're right.
Switch.
Yeah, you need to do.
I'm gonna tell you right now, all the Nintendo motherfuckers are using Discord to chat.
That's right.
I'm telling you right now, because I have a group of Nintendo friends. They always on Discord, bro. They're always on Discord.
Yeah, because that's how they get to talk.
All right.
To make it says he's using 2020 Sony wireless noise canceling headset, so works for him.
Oh no! So Sony on the
Nintendo
console,
what?
Your Nintendo console didn't burn on essentially blow up your Sony headphones because it was connected to it.
Kimishima didn't come to your house and scold you. All right, good stuff. Nintendo always late to the party. All right, next up here.
Never late to the bank.
This one is kind of fun. So, we got the Pulse 3D headsets going on. People seem to like them. Now they got the black version, Midnight Black.
So to match the controller. Then.
Yes. And just to, for clarity's sake, right before this segment, I was like, is this thing on Amazon? I went, it was on pre-order. I bought the shit. Because that was one of my things. Yeah, that was one of my things. Like, I didn't want fucking white, And also, it's coming out in October. Like, I have more money by then. Wink, wink. So I'm like, let me just buy this shit now.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah. Carlos, what do you think about this? Because you have the original one.
Well, I do too.
Oh, Chris, since Carlos seems to be eating right now, why don't you tell us, man? What do you feel like you want to upgrade, or are you gonna be okay with your white one?
No, I'm fine unless they change some. Well, I think
it's all the
same. It would have to be a hell of a change to justify me buying another one.
They added a larger heat.
No,
they added a larger heat.
No, they shrank. No, they shrank the heat sink.
They give you a neck pain.
Yeah, yeah.
The headset is great, but the thing is, all right, I'm not an audiophile, right? So when I was using my gold headset with PS5, I still got good audio. I remember I was playing Demon's Souls a lot at the time. So the 3D audio sounded great to the gold headset. So I know with the Pulse headset, the reason I bought it, one of the new headset, is my gold headset started flaking and it was coming apart. So the
pleather starts to fall apart on.
Oh yeah, that was flaking like crazy, and then I had a part of it that was like the part of the plastic started to crack and come off. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna retire this, and I was like, fuck it, I got the Pulse headset. It's great, it's comfortable, the sound is good. I'm glad they added the equalizer now to the PS5 because all you can do is turn the volume up and down. That's pretty much all you got.
A40s. That's it.
A40s. There you go, Adam.
Love them. This cushion. Love these headsets.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, the Astros are great.
Yeah, no, I'm glad about the equalizer too, because I tried to listen to some music through the place. I'm like, oh, this sounds fucking terrible, because the equalizer wasn't there, because when you listen to metal, you gotta equalize it correctly, But no, that's good.
Absolutely.
So you definitely recommend it then.
Yes, and no, it was a worthy buy. I mean, I was gonna actually fix my gold headset. I bought new cups and stuff, but I was like, now I have this thing. I was like, do I really need to bother?
Nah.
So I'm happy with them.
Yeah, Riku, what do you think, man?
In regards to what now?
The Midnight Black Pulse 3D headset.
I think it's cool. I'm not really interested in getting one right now. I was one of those guys that day one I bought a second controller, so I kind of have them both sitting here. So, and then I think my second controller that I bought from
talk about the headset, bro.
I thought wasn't it the headset and the controller that they announced for?
Oh, the headset's been out a while. It's a new.
This is the black one, the black controller. Yeah.
Just the headset.
Yeah, just the headset.
It's just a black headset.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's literally the same thing.
Midnight black headset.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
He's like, I got a marker. I can do this shit.
That shit is white anyway. Just color it.
Riku likes the white controllers and stuff. You like the
I forgot about that. That's right. Yeah. Yo, Riku, didn't a fan on like the old Throwdown send you a fucking white PS5?
No.
Then they sent you a PS5 though, didn't they?
PS5?
No, not 5. I'm a fucking idiot. A PS3.
Yo, I was about to say,
not PS5. Like it was a PS3 or PS4. What did it send you? Must have been a PS3.
It was PS3.
So they sent you a white PS3, right?
Something like that, yeah.
We were like 10 episodes into the fucking podcast, and this motherfucker's already getting consoles from the fans. This shit is crazy,
Because that's because Riku got the fan base.
Yeah.
I think that also the thing is about the gold wireless headset or whatever the fuck they're calling their headset now. I think the thing that irks me is the fact that Sony locks specific exclusive features behind their headset that the third-party headsets don't have the privilege of using. That is every third-party headset has to use a dongle to connect to PlayStation 5, while the first-party PlayStation headsets, you just gotta turn it on, pair it, and then it's good to go. You don't have to ever fucking worry about dongles or anything like that. And there really isn't a reason why the third parties shouldn't be able to do that. Obviously, the only reason they can't is because Sony won't allow it. So that's the one thing that irks me about those things, especially since those headsets, obviously, they aren't pro headsets. They're more like the
stereo, right?
They're between pro and budget headsets. They're like that in between.
It's like $100.
It's $100, yeah.
They're like $100, but they still don't have the features or the quality that I'm looking for, which are the upper echelon of headsets. I wish Sony would make one on that level, and then I would support them. Same thing with controllers. They don't want to fucking make an official Elite controller or their Pro controller. Whatever.
Back paddles, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
That's probably why I said initially, fuck that shit.
No, the Pulse doesn't have a USB dongle, right?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No.
So that's good because that's right. When I'm using my headset, I'm like, I can't charge my controllers right now because I'm using the fucking dongle.
Well, I got my little fucking controller stands for that to charge the stations.
Okay. See, my man went in with that shit.
Yeah, charging stations. I recommend that as an accessory to get, but
I have it.
I still have to give up one of my dongle. I still have to.
I like the way you say dongle, by the way. Dongle,
Dongle. Hey, man, you guys say 8-bit do. That shit wrong. Yeah. It is what it is.
Donguru.
That sounds like a fucking.
Yeah. You know what's fucked up? Through 8-bit do, right? That makes sense. That makes sense. It's a play on it. It's a play
on Nintendo, bro. Come on, bro. Just hold your L.
No.
Hey, I held the L.
It is what it is.
But I'm still going to say 8-bit do because that's what I've been calling it for years. You know,
you do what you do.
Yeah, no. But when I heard it's like, oh, 8-bit do, I'm like, oh shit, that makes sense.
But
you know,
it's like calling a Nintendo a Nintendo.
Yeah. Oh God.
Your name's Jessica Chobo. That's what I'm gonna call you.
And it's missing a letter because it's not like Play-Doh.
Hey, you thinking too hard about this, all right?
I don't do.
All right, good stuff. So Pulse headset has been secured. All right, the final story of the night. We got through to here specifically for you, man.
Is it?
Tales of Arise ships 1 million, man. Which is, hey, I'm gonna say this about Tales of games have been around forever, right? But the last one came out like 5 years ago. I have never seen so much hype for a Tales game than I have for this one. People are going fucking crazy on Twitter for this game. And I'm talking about before the game came out. Now it came out, they're like, oh my god, this is fucking incredible. You know, why is that, Riku? Is it because of the fact that we haven't had a Tales game in 5 years?
The game engine.
This is
since the game engine, yeah.
Well, that too, yeah. Since the franchise came out in 1992, as far as I remember, 26 years ago, they have had a Tales of game every single year.
Yeah.
And I think the longest they've went without a Tales of game is 2 years. So I think they usually go like maybe 1 year without a Tales of game. But like I said, at the very most, it's been 2, maybe 3 years. So this has been the longest time they've ever had to wait for a Tales of game since its inception. So yeah, the Tales of guys were like, they were pent up. They were fucking pent up at this point. And then on top of the fact that this is the first Tales of game to release worldwide simultaneously. So you see that little them bragging about the record about them.
Yes, worldwide, yeah.
Yeah, them bragging about the fact that this is the fastest selling Tales of game of all time. Of course it would be. It's the first one to be released worldwide simultaneously. It better, you know.
Yeah, it's on Xbox too, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, 1995. Somebody in the chat says 1995 was the first game.
1995. Okay, yeah. Thank you for the correction. But I know it was 1990 something. One of the 1992, 3, 4, 5. One of those three.
Yeah, because that game did not come out before Final Fantasy 6. You know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was on the SNES, but the point is, it was in the 90s. But in the Xbox they've only had one Tales of game, and I think that was Vesperia in 2008. So they haven't had a Tales of game for a minute. And
that's the only game that could make Japanese people buy an Xbox.
Yeah,
and they did.
And then, until fucking the PS3 definitive version came out, and then everyone went back to the PS3s. But the point is, Xbox didn't have a Tales of game since 2008, and I think Vesperia was on Game Pass. That's how Torrance played it, and he hated it. But that's Torrance. But the point is, that was on Game Pass, and all of the Xbox guys, that's all they had up to like now. So.
Riku, what's up with this game?
Yeah, the one thing I noticed though, Riku, and I want your take on this, and again, subjective obviously because it's just my timeline. Half the people that I see hype for this have never played these games, and they're playing. They're like, "This game is awesome." So what's up with the injection of new people coming in?
I honestly don't know what the correct answer for why a lot of people's first Tales of game is.
They're nerds.
Well, here's the thing: if they were nerds, they would have played these games already. You know.
Yeah, they're not about that life, you know.
Some
the fact that their first one, I think it's the main thing I really want to blame it on is the fact that they just want a new PS5 game to play, and they see the tales of guys who were pent up this entire time, screaming at the top of their lungs about how amazing this is gonna be, and they all ran into it. You know, saying, "Oh, I want something to play on my PS5," and then now everybody's here.
So you think it's a desperation move?
I think it's a combination of people who were looking for a PS5 game to play, like most people are, and the tales of guys who were pent up, screaming at the top of their lungs, and those people latched onto that.
Ooh, this is a good point, but Logic wins, Riku. He goes, honestly, there aren't a lot of 60 FPS JRPGs for next-gen consoles.
There you go, that too.
The
only ones I can really think of is that in Trails and Ease.
Yeah. Well, Final Fantasy, remake just got updated to be 60 frames as well.
What about did Dragon Quest? Is Dragon Quest 60 frames?
I believe it is now. The latest one,
Yep. I don't think Persona is.
No.
Oh no.
But the thing is, I mean, I guess you could make that 60 frames because it's more cartoony looking, you know. No, I mean,
it is, but Persona 5 Strikers is, but that's a Musou.
Interesting. But yeah, no, I just found it interesting. It's like, again, most of the people that I hear most hype for this are new people, you know, which is really interesting.
Yeah. And then it's on top of the fact that interesting thing about Tales of Arise. You've been messing around with it, right, Tony?
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, so I was already, because it's Tales games are like comfort food. They're like potato chips. You're gonna like them no matter what, you know. So I was already gonna get this eventually, right? I played the demo. I'm like, okay, I got to get this year. This game's fucking great. A game is good when you play the demo and you keep thinking about that demo the next day. You know, I was like, okay, this is some real shit. You know, so but again, I like the games already, so I was an easy sell there. But this game is really good, and I know Riku, you and I slightly disagree with this, but like to me, I'm like they haven't changed shit. The only thing they changed is just like the attack buttons up there, but it feels exactly the same. The characters all feel like old characters. The world feels the same. It's just very familiar, and I like that. You know. But I also think the fact that we had those 6 years away helps, because I did get to a point where I was playing these games every year. I'm like, I had to review them. Like, I don't have anything new to say. It's all the same shit, you know. Not that it was a complaint. It's just like it's all the same. So I think that time away helps, you know. Definitely,
I think another thing that helps.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Exactly.
And I think another thing that
helps. Tumekas write another one. He says he's never played these games. He's going to try it out. There you go. You know.
Yeah, you definitely should try it out. I think it's a good entry point into the franchise.
Yeah.
Another thing is the fact that the lead director behind Tales of Arise says for the entirety of him during the creation of Tales of Arise, the main game that he's been playing nonstop, or even franchise, not even game, the main franchise he's been playing nonstop as they were creating Tales of Arise is Dark Souls.
Interesting.
Here we go.
Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. He's been playing all of them, and he said that that franchise is a heavy inspiration.
That's why they put the attack button on the top, motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said it was a heavy inspiration when it came to a lot of the gameplay decisions that they made when it came to Tales of Arise. Yeah, that's why attack is now R1. If you saw, you have this little CP meter, and in order to heal your characters, they don't have their own individual pool of magic that they can pull from. They have to pull from this overall team pool of CP. And that CP, when you use your spells to heal or revive your characters or anything support related, it pulls from the CP.
Yeah.
So, and the CP can only be refueled by either consuming orange gels or sitting at a bonfire. What the fuck does that sound like? That sounds like some goddamn SS flask to me, motherfucker. That's what it sounds like. And the fact that they made orange gels, not apple gels or any of the other gels. Orange gels, the ones that heal CP. And what is orange/yellow? Estus flask.
No, you're right about that. I didn't realize it, but you're right, because I was like, why is my magic draining so fucking fast? You know, it's because it's all one pool. Like, because usually, like, I just let the other characters do the thing. I don't go too deep into that. So Homegirl was usually good at healing. Then she stopped. What the fuck are you doing? You know?
Yeah, why are you not healing no more?
Yeah. So and then I learned that. Yo, by the way, when I fought the boss the first time, waxed my ass. That was brutal. You know, I finally got him, but still, it was like, damn, my character just dropping left and right. You know.
By the way. Yeah. Gotta give a huge shout out to the fucking fan base, because those motherfuckers wouldn't shut up about this game for the past fucking 2 years.
Yeah, man, they went in. They've been.
So that's why.
Hyped.
Well, I mean, there was like 2 out of 5 of those years where it was just complete silence. You didn't hear. They went nothing. 2 full years to not saying a goddamn thing about this game. And they were hype at TGS, fucking whatever fucking game show. Is Tales of Arise gonna be here? Nope. So I to some degree understand their struggle in regards to just not knowing.
These guys sound like me with Final Fantasy 16. Every show, where's are they gonna show it? They're gonna show it.
Yeah,
you know.
Give me it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but like I said, this is the longest gap they had to wait for. So
yeah, Carlos, what's up, bro?
Yeah, because I even this game, I'm interested in playing it just because everyone's fucking talking about it. I haven't played one since Berseria.
Carlos, check out the demo, man. That'll sell you. Check out the demo.
That was 2017. That was the most recent one before this one. So
yeah, Berseria. Yeah, that's yeah.
Wait, Berseria was
PS5, dude. PS5.
Than that.
No, the previous ones.
It was.
Hold on. The previous games were on PlayStation consoles. I know that.
PS4s.
Yeah, PS4s. Yeah, PS4s.
PS4.
Yeah, except for Vesperia. I mean, that did come to PS4 eventually, but Vesperia was first 360. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is the game Brett would like.
Maybe. I don't know. Brett's weird.
I think with the Souls inspiration, there is a chance that if there's any Tales of game that would sell him, it would be this one.
Yeah, if there's a lot of if you took cues from the Soul series without trying to rip them off, if it's truly they took inspiration from it, then yeah, like cool JRPG with an obvious influence from Souls.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a good point though, Brett, because I didn't realize those Souls influences until Riku pointed them out, and I had already played the demo. I'm like, and I look back, oh yeah, you're right. So it's not like overt, which is good.
That's how it should be. It shouldn't be I'm copying Dark Souls. It's here are the lessons I can learn from Dark Souls doing well and enjoying it well.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what God of War 2018 did as well. And
did you buy it? Did you buy it, Tony?
Not yet. I'll get to it. Yeah. I'm still working through Like a Dragon, Yakuza. I'm at the end. What's up?
Question.
I'm stretching Deathloop out.
Yeah, so I was gonna. So what Brett is saying, I was gonna ask you: are you guys getting the platinum for that? Is that
for Deathloop?
What, Rise?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm good.
What, Rise?
No. He asked me for Deathloop. No, I'm not bothering. I'm not bothering for Like a Dragon either. Fuck that.
Hey, Carlos.
Like a Dragon's platinum is annoying.
Yeah.
Yes, Brett.
My answer is maybe.
Oh, that's gonna be Brett's first.
Remember, Brett says he's gonna get the platinum for a lot of games. He never does. He said the same thing with Ghost of Tsushima.
I've said it a couple of times, not a lot. Yeah. This game doesn't seem like it'd be hard to get the platinum in.
No, probably not. But I don't feel like it. Even though I like the game, I think the game's great.
Yeah, I'm honestly, this is one of those games where I'm like, fuck, I don't want to finish the game. I want to keep playing it, but I think I'm getting closer to finishing. I'm running out of shit to do. So yeah, I might do it.
Yeah, I finished it. I was very happy with it.
Well, I will say this, Brett. You better do it because we need to catch up to motherfucking Riku here.
Oh, I don't platinum. That's not how I roll.
Oh no, we're talking about the collective Voltron Throwdown platinum that's competing against Riku.
Oh, okay, all of us together against Riku. That's
everyone counts.
Yeah.
Even one.
So
platinum.
right now, Carlos and actually more Brett. Brett's the dead weight, man. Got to step it up, bro. Because Carlos gets platinums. He gets platinum sometimes. He gets one. He gets like one platinum every 2 years.
That's pretty much.
Yeah, I like online games a lot more.
There you
go. I'm almost double digits.
Riku's like Thanos with the glove. He's like, it is inevitable. Every single time he adds a new infinity gem to his 2 gauntlets.
Just don't surgically put any on your forehead, Just saying. Adam, you know what I'm talking about.
Nah, Riku can throw the gauntlet down. He could just be like.
I woke Adam up. He was in La La Land right now. I don't remember that fucking rapper. He put the jewel in his forehead.
I don't know his name, but I remember he
fucking
did that.
Idiot,
And then wondered why people would pull what was it, $25,000 diamond out of his head?
Yeah, right. Gonna rip his skin off.
I wonder if it'll be like Vision. Like if you pull the diamond out of his head, he'll like instantly like turn gray and die.
No, he did. But funny enough, as soon as they pulled the diamond out of his forehead, he stopped singing. So I think that's like
someone did take it from him.
It was a rapper. Yeah. They took the diamond out of his forehead and he stopped rapping. It was probably because he was bleeding profusely, but you can't rule out that's where his rapping powers came from.
I think that's where his rapping powers came from.
Damn.
But yeah, I think
go ahead. The dude went crowd surfing with like I think it was more than 25,000.
They ripped. Wait, hold on. So this really happened. They ripped his diamond off.
Yeah, no, he had a diamond in his forehead.
No, I know that, but
because he was flexing. He was flexing, and they put him. Yeah, they tore it out of his goddamn forehead. Like he got I don't think they got it clean out. Like he somehow still has the diamond. I don't know how, but yeah, like they tore it out.
Oh my god, I love it because that's what I kind of wanted to happen.
I mean, you're kind of like, okay, it kind of takes a special kind of asshole to put a ridiculous fucking diamond in your forehead to flex on everybody. You see, be like, this motherfucker walking around with a diamond in his forehead. He's like some third eye shit. What the fuck, man?
Who does he think he is? Mega Man X?
Yeah, right.
Dude, that's his name. I gotta look him up. I've never seen. I still haven't seen it.
His name's probably Lil something, you know.
Little something.
Little stupid.
A chance of being right.
Yeah,
exactly. Little stupid.
Little stupid.
Little stupid.
Yeah. Anyway, we're go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
To be fair, like putting diamonds in your teeth got old, so they like put the diamond somewhere.
That's true. You know.
Yeah, I remember.
To be a god.
That was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this thing is fucking not small at all.
No, it is the third eye. You know.
It's like.
And what about the diamond?
It's like Vision.
Oh, it's $24 million diamond.
Wow.
It's a 10-carat diamond.
What's his name? What's his name?
Thanks, Brian.
And yet, Tony, you're right. It's Lil Uzi Vert.
I see. I was right. All these motherfuckers are little something. You know.
Lil Uzi.
Lil Uzi Vert.
All these fucking rappers, man, they're all little.
Dude, it was a
something.
10-carat diamond. That's like fucking soulstone size.
He's watching too much Infinity War.
Yeah, right.
Dude, seriously.
Yo, I'm Vision. You know. Anyway, I think that's the show. Good stuff. Good stuff tonight. Riku, man, thanks for being on. Do you have anything you want to plug or anything to say?
And nothing to plug. People play that Tales of Arise. It's pretty good.
There you go, man. There you go. All right, Adam. Now we have you back for this, because Carlos was, helping fit the bill while you were gone. You know, do you have anything to plug?
Sort of. Well, more when Sunday comes, because we have a new partnership with AMC.
Oh shit!
I can't talk about anything until Sunday. So
all right,
that's how this works.
Fair enough. So stay tuned for more news. You know, man, you have anything new?
No, but there are things coming. I keep saying things are coming. But Excellence number 11 is out.
Nice.
So yeah, that one's out. So you go out there and pick up some Excellence if you like the series. And yes, as always, me and Kari got some all kinds of stuff, and I got some stuff coming up. So some stuff coming up really soon too. So stay tuned for that.
Good stuff. You know what's funny about Excellence? I only read the first issue, but I subscribe, right? So I every once in a while, because you guys really slow down, I'll get notification like, "Hey, we just got you a new Excellence." You know, so yeah, I am supporting you. By the way, you do get money from digital sales for all the floppies, right?
As far as the floppies, no. Well, the floppies are what supports the book.
Yeah.
And whatever digital sales, but I don't see any of that money.
Oh damn, that's crazy. No, because I know you don't see the money off graphic novels, but like I'm buying them on day one, just digitally.
Yeah, well that supports the team.
Okay.
The digital, the floppies and the digitals of the things.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. That's good.
But I think, yeah, like as far as independent companies like Skybound and a few other ones, I don't see any sort of residuals off of the graphic novels, but Marvel and DC is a different story.
Ah, very cool. All right, I was just curious about how that worked, because I want to get each individual one to support you guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's good stuff. Good stuff indeed. All right, people, we are done here. So make sure you follow us on Twitch and Twitter, and follow us on Discord. You can follow us on any podcast app by searching for Throwdown Show. That's 2 words, Throwdown Show. And you can visit throwdownshow.com to listen to previous episodes. If you're watching us on YouTube and you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of whenever we go, not live, but whenever we post a new video for you guys. But sometimes it may be a live stream for Manny playing some Nier Replicants. We don't know when that'll happen, but it may be sooner rather than later. We shall
Or the occasional Halos.
Yeah, well, those don't go live on YouTube. Those goes live on Twitch, baby.
Oh, that's right.
You already know. All right, links down below. You already know, man. Once again, I was your host, Tony Polanco. And tonight I was joined by Emilio Lopez.
See you next time.
Chris Seeley.
Hey, take care, everyone.
Carlos Romero.
Peace out.
Adam Vale.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Don't drink and drive.
Brett. Oh, watch out! Watch out! Brett Murdoch.
Deuces. That was the sound of somebody piecing out.
Oh shit. Brian Manjoma.
Rest in peace, Sir Clive Sinclair.
And the only one, Mr. Riku-san 1.
Peace out, people.
All right, people. We'll see you on Sunday, man. Later.
Later.
Laters.